and you knew it was going to this level, you would be Jesus, and you would be a bad Jesus because you could not stop it. We did not see it. No, hold on. Calm down. You did not try hard enough because I didn't see it. I could never imagine myself, the me that I am 3 years ago, would wake up Sunday morning shouting in my house, talking to you about some broken record. This record is broken. It's how do we fix it? So if you saw it, I didn't see it. I was working purely from empathy and country first. I didn't know that my people could be this disgusting. I didn't know that my people would be cashing out with a 26-year-old dead body still in the mortuary, using it to make money. I didn't know that my people could be back. Let me give you a little background about who I am, okay? I left Nigeria when I was when I was young. I grew up practically being an American. My mental frame of mind has nothing to do with what I'm facing now. I could not fathom this level of betrayal, backstabbing, sniveling, conniving, godly lights. But I'm getting used to it. I'm adapting because I want to come home. I want to die in Nigeria. I want to grow old in Nigeria. So I have to put my little sense in Nigeria to shape whatever I can shape. So I did not expect this level of betrayal, even from the father of the deceased. Go and ask Joseph Aloba, wetin African TV do you? Till tomorrow, that is the big jam question. Wetin African TV do you wrong? He fuck your girlfriend, he fuck your wife, he steal your money, he tell you say make una chop Mohbad money. Let him come and speak publicly. Let him engage me. Joseph Aloba, Ibola Tija, Kilo Faja. There is nothing, no situation, except the witches and demons like the Arises who came out publicly saying they wanted to fuck up justice for Mohbad. And they have done it, and they are still doing it, and you guys are still making them relevant. You're giving them your platform to continue to deceive people and manipulate more innocent people.
But everyone will have, already has his own platform, has her own platform. And she has a lot of followers. So don't say, even if papariano doesn't give her a she has a lot of followers.
So hold on. Brad, don't quote me. I didn't say papariano. I said you guys are giving them.
No, I'm just saying even. Yeah. I'm not saying you quoted papariano. I'm just saying even if papariano don't give him. Go on. I'm just trying to come in. It's a conversation. Go on.
I name names. If I did not name names, don't infuse any name into my conversation, please. I'm listening to you. Continue.
What I'm saying actually is that Aries get our own platform. And one thing about Aries is...
More not making about Aries. We're talking about...
Yeah. Okay.
Your question is about the genesis of how things went wrong. And you profess that
I don't want to even go there.
You said you knew it. We did not see it. Well, we did not see it. You that saw it. Why did you not stop it? Why did you not stop it?
You see, then let me say my bit. Let me say my bit, Baba. Then I was one of people who the early best of all these hosts are not, but maybe one or two programs I host, I realized say, oh boy, kill and so okay, let me calm down. Me, I won't say what I dropped from all these things. Okay, hosting or burning me, I don't give, but I realized that what could I be doing? What can I do better is make videos, compare this guy's song to what is going on, and I started doing that for real. And at the time I realized that when people come on those kind of my posts, what they do mostly is to start abusing themselves, they do so many things. I realize this thing is going, of course I know. See, what is going on platforms is also going on comment sections and every post that people do. Especially if you go on maybe insider post and some people, you will realize the mindset of people in justice.
Let's talk about where we are now. Forget all that. Let's talk about where we are now.
Now, I have a way out for all of us that would help everyone in just from bad mental health. Our mental health will be cured if that is to happen. Let me propose to every one of us here today. I propose that we join Joseph Aloba and Wumi Cynthia in probably a lawsuit or probably a petition. I don't know how the legal that will work, but what we are alleging them for is this: Baba Mohbad, you gaslighted the public. You said things that infuriated the public about.
Yourself? Why are you
Baba
contradicting? You said to join Joseph Aloba and Cynthia
together in a petition. We want to petition the family of Mohbad.
Petition against who?
The family that the family will be represented by Joseph Aloba and Wunmi Cynthia Aloba, because both of them gaslighted the public, and I will explain myself.
Hold on, are you saying?
Are you listening, Baba?
Calm down.
Together. I will explain myself. Don't worry, I will explain.
Calm down.
My explain.
Are you asking the public to petition the family, or you're asking the family to petition somebody?
I'm asking the public to petition the family. Aloba family.
Can I?
Don't worry.
On what basis?
Can I?
This is the
base for a second, gentlemen.
Good morning, doctor.
Let me tell African TV the basis. 1 minute, please. You will come in, Dr. Esther. 1 minute, please. You will come in, Dr. Esther, please. 1 minute. Now, African TV. You remember that Baba Mohbad said at the start of this whole thing that I saw duvet of blood or something. That's number one from Baba Mohbad. Number two from Baba Mohbad is do you realize that Baba Mohbad was instrumental to the burial of Mohbad, early burial of Mohbad? That's also made all those autopsy and all those other things, the examination that they made on Mohbad's body inconclusive later. Baba Mohbad can be fingered for that. That is Baba Mohbad's claim. Now, Wunmi's angle now. Who was Wunmi referring to when she gaslighted the public on her Instagram post? They have pied the nigga. And at the end of the day, were you telling the public that the nurse was sent by some industry gods? Please come and expatiate that. Wasoro. And the petition can go this way, that this Aloba family were trying to cover up a major event that happened that accumulated to the wee hours of Mohbad's. They were covering it up. They need to come out and
clap for yourself. Papariano should clap for you. Otito, you have made two very good points that are really worthy of looking into. I agree with you on your mindset, and I think some people should look into that as well. I like that. Good morning, doctor. Say, Dr. Iwambi.
Dr. Sai can go, man. Yeah, good morning.
Thank you very much. I greet you all. I actually was trying to interrupt you because my line of input into this discussion is going to be totally different, and I just want to let me put it this way, air my mind and then step down, because it's a very, very sensitive topic. As a matter of fact, my good sense is telling me maybe I shouldn't even talk about it. I should just let it go and walk away. But because I have care in me, I care about the people I care about, I just want to say something about it before I just shut up regarding the matter. And this is regarding to African TV and Aries. I know you guys don't want to talk in that line. That's why it's not going to be a long discussion. I just want to say one or two things and then I step down. African TV, I've been trying to speak to you because I didn't even know if speaking to you will bring any positive result or not. So it's not as if I planned it, but here we are. I didn't even plan to be up today, but Papariano brought me up. This is what I have to say. Pra said something about Agbalagba wa loja komo tutu oyomo tutu wo. You're right, African TV. We are all Agbalagba. All of us are over 50. Some are even nearing 60, like myself. You are, I'm sure, I don't know your age, but I can be, because of the way you talk, the maturity at which you talk, the intelligence and your manner, your eloquence, And even when you talk, we could hear some life experiences, wisdom from the way you put it. So I know that you're definitely, I'm not saying young people are not very wise as well, no. But I can say that, yes, you are definitely above 50. Aries is above 50, I'm quite sure. So we're all lagba. It hurts me. My heart is broken because I remember those days when we will all be on this papariano's platform. You, the fighter, Aries, the fighter, very two strong personalities fighting for justice for Mohbad. And we just come and share, just share ideas, share stuff, encourage one another, but we see you two at the forefront. I know people fall out, people disagree. It could be because of a misunderstanding. It could be because one is there wasn't a full disclosure by one party to the other, which might not be on purpose. Things happen, but as it happens, because of what we have shared on this platform, honestly speaking, I had expected that at some point you guys will resolve it. I've not been very frequent on TikTok much these days. Maybe once in a week or twice in a week I will come. It is lately, maybe I would say this past 1 week, that I've been a little bit frequent, usually because I've been so busy. But once I come on Papariano's platform, I come around my people. I mean Aries, and I may not even come up to talk anymore because I even ran out of ideas at the way justice of Mohbad issue is going. But I'll just stay at the comment section and enjoy the intelligence of my people sharing ideas and talking and giving submissions. All that is gone. It hurts. My heart is broken. Even from your discussion tonight, every sentence you have made to prayer, at least you have mentioned Aries like 4 times. So it's still a fresh, it's still fresh. And I don't know why both of you have just not laid down your swords and embrace peace and accept one another that no one is perfect. And learn from our mistakes and move on. I don't know how the whole thing has deteriorated to this point. It is you I can talk to, African TV, because I've seen that the whole thing has so degenerated that one day I even heard what IT guy was saying, and Aries too, and I said, oh my God. So it's now becoming factions. The IT guy is not I don't really talk to him much. I've never at any point paid him any real mind, or it's not in my, it's not a focus for me. I don't know much about him, maybe because he did start off with us on this platform. So I didn't pay any mind on him, but you, African TV, and Lady Aries, since you people at loggerheads, you can see how many things, has deteriorated. Even the center is almost broken now. I don't know what to say. I don't even know whether I can even plead with you that hopefully maybe you guys can just call each other and try to resolve this. The malice is so thick. The intense, I don't even know whether to use the word hatred now. And it shouldn't come to that. Anyway, let me let you say something. I can go on and on. I'm just hurt at the way things are, and I don't want to take sides. You are all
Doctor,
my people.
good morning. Doctor, good morning again. First, let me tell you that I'm in my. Is somebody else talking? I'm hearing noise. Okay, doctor. Good morning again. So, first, I'm in my 60s. That puts me and you in the same bracket. Now, age has nothing to do with where we are. And I want to plead with everybody that thinks because you're 100 or you're 20, that determines your level of contribution. We need to stop that. This is a social sphere. This is a social matter. And if you're not under 18, you are allowed to contribute and to make changes. And even if you are under 18 and you have an ingenious contribution, we're not going to be blinded to it because of your age. And I try not to refer to age in this topic. You have done very well, my dear doctor. Your submission, your concerns are highly recognized. I love you and I thank you for your submission, but let me chip in one or two positions that I hold on this matter. If you go back, like you said, you've been part of this. If you go back to the beginning, same Aries was one coming out saying she terminated African TV. She wrote the letter of termination, which is a lie in the first place, because up till today, I don't have any termination letter from Baba Mohbad's camp or from so-called Aries. So when somebody comes out in public lying to people, she terminated the letter, Kinikon. I kept quiet those days because I know I did not receive any letter from Aries or any letter purportedly either drafted by Aries. So I kept quiet. And a lot of my people were saying, why are you not talking? Why are you not talking? And I said to them, I choose my battles. When Aries was out there lying on me, those were the days of the destruction of justice for Mohbad, if we call it already destroyed. Those were the people who took the first jab, the first sword against Mohbad, not getting justice. If we want to call a spade, and we want to be truthful to ourselves. Pra asked me this morning, did I not see what was coming? What was coming was the Aries' jabbing and lying and getting into justice for Mohbad by all means necessary, whether crook, fraud, lying, manipulation, angry with Baba Mohbad. Me, I've never been angry with Baba Mohbad except the fact that what happened? Baba Mohbad, what happened? And now that I sit back and everything is playing out, I know what happened. The Aries contaminated the man's mind. And they taught him to become what he is today. So now back to doctor. So when this was happening, I did not fight Aries back. You cannot play any audio of me coming back, insulting or abusing her those days. People even attacked me, saying that I'm a fool for being friends with somebody who took such a position against me. Even our closest friends still tell me till tomorrow, why are you playing with this witch? Why are you friends with her? When she would go against Temi's platform, she would call me, African TV, oh yeah, boss, okay, and she back with this gang fighting nonsense that she created. People thought we were best of friends because I played the civil man to remain friends and to remain civil, regardless of what she professed with her mouth, regardless of what I know she did when she called me with Susie and they lied on Baba Mohbad and Baba Mohbad debunked the lie. Those were the days of the destruction of justice for Mohbad. This lady has been in the background destroying justice for Mohbad. I'm talking in the early days before all these shenanigans came to light. Those who want to remember, please remember very well. I'm not making up any stories here. But I remained platonic. I remained friends, thinking she has some good qualities to get us justice. But it takes time to discover that you married the wrong guy or the wrong woman. I have come to discover that Aries is nothing but a sabotage to this justice movement. And I will speak my truth. until I see that she's made any positive changes, which I doubt. So you trying to make peace, telling me to remain civil with somebody who has proven from time to time but that she's nothing but evil. Go and check her antecedents. All the people she's worked with, Yomi, recent one, Olule, African TV, Olule. All the people she's decamped to, she's been a subject of fraud and sabotage. That's who you want me to be civil with? There's no more pretending. There's no more being gentleman. There's no more pretending that she will change. Now, let me tell you why you hear me talking about her in the recent days. I think it was the same prior here who asked her something. Oh no, it was yesterday, I think, or the first day, when Papariano left her in charge of his platform. She and Yomi were going at it. And then she kept saying, the police officer, what's his last name? The police officer, what's his last name? They brought me up. I did not know that Papariano had given them instructions not to have me and her on his platform at the same time. Now, on the subject matter where Yomi called the police officer, I wanted to come in and chip in that, yes, I know that man is the real police officer because I'm in court with that man and Yomi where I sued them. That is the man Yomi is trying to use to arrest me. And I filed a civil, I filed in the Federal High Court to stop the arrest because what they are doing is illegal. The way Yomi is paying officers to ambush people, to fight his fight, to make himself relevant. I filed a fundamental human rights suit against the Nigerian police and Yomi because I see they are doing mafia style against justice fighters, and the court will hear that case. So I came in to chip in that because some people were not sure that that person was a real police officer. Some people were like, do you think it was a police officer that he called? He's just coming. So I came up to put my 2 cents, and this stupid lady, Aries, bashed me and somebody dropped me. She didn't even allow me to say what I was going to say. This is a lady that I've kept mute on her subject. So my dear, like you said, fresh wound. She opened it and I'm ready for the war now. Do you understand where I'm coming from? That's why you hear me talking about her now. Because she does not, let me tell you, as somebody who does you wrong and does not...
African TV, you can express yourself.
No, hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Sorry.
I don't want you to use abusive words, please.
Mama, that's me. Hey, Mama, that's me. I'm an old man. I can say shit fuck when I feel like it. Apologies if it offends you. If it offends you, apologies, but that's me. Nobody will coach me on how to talk at this point in my life. If the president fucks up and I say, President, you're stupid, it means I feel he's stupid. Okay? A spade is a spade. Aries is a saboteur in justice for Mobile. Aries is fraud in justice for Mobile. Aries is desperate. She will create, manufacture, and eat and wine and dine with anybody to destroy justice for Mobile. She tells you she's talking to King White, but she's putting King White in jail at the same time. She tells you she's working with this person.
African television, why do you put emotions whenever you are talking? Why do you like to talk and then you put emotions into it, and at the end of the day you degenerate what you have been saying, Baba? This is your pattern. I'm putting it to you right. I'm outing you with the truth, Baba. I'm outing you with the truth. This is the same thing people talk about you that maybe cloud the good things you've been doing. You know what? So hold on. We learn it.
You were on the platform. Hold on. You were on the platform when that witch was saying Yomi better. You were there when she was saying Yomi.
But you could have done better. But you could have done. This is a platform you can do better. People saw that. People saw that in Abi. You do better than her now.
I'm approaching you here so that we can do better. But the
àwọn
way
kankan wà tó yẹ
coming
pé we do it
across
in the confines
is
of
like
our
you
home.
don't
Wèrè wá ní
Hold on.
agboolé
So
wa
because I
normal.
call her
Èèyàn
a
lè mú
witch,
jáde
hold on.
lẹ́kọ̀ọ̀kan
Because
ó
I
wà.
call her a witch,
Ṣùgbọ́n
you guys are
when
going
it
to
comes
flame
to,
up.
you know, what Dr. Diya is
Bra.
saying, what Dr. Diya is saying, right? Ẹ má bínú bàbá, ẹ má bínú, ẹ ní sùúrù, ẹ má bínú.
Bra, mi ò
What Dr.
bínú,
Diya said,
mi
I
ò
listened to her.
bínú.
She was even trying to make you people come together and all. I feel like when you want to say things, you know, you say things that she has done that, you know, hurt
Yeah.
you and all.
You
But
can
then you
say it
move on
without
like, "Ah, I can't work
condescending
with
to
her. Oh." Then,
abuses
okay,
and
I'm open to work with
curses.
her. You know, normal thing.
You know,
African TV didn't change her. African, you know,
yeah.
but
She
No, they
actually
change
said
it.
what
Take me
she
as
Baba,
did.
Baba, I
stop this
like you,
That
change
Gosha.
matter.
Me, Modi.
Hey, change
I too
this.
like you.
Stop this nonsense. Who are you to change me,
Okay,
bruh?
okay,
Who are you to
okay. No,
change
no,
me?
no.
Did
Nobody
I
is
come
changing
here
you.
for you? Don't
Nobody
tell
is
me to
changing you,
change.
Baba.
If you
Nobody
don't
can
like what I'm
change
saying,
you.
block your ear. If you don't like what I say, block your ear. Take the one that you like. Take the one. I'm not here for competition. I'm not here to be liked. I'm not seeking for your approval. You ask me something that hurt me. You ask me something that hurt me, and I'm expressing myself, and you're trying to condition me to how I should express myself. What kind of bullshit is that?
To your emotions, Baba.
That's
Check your
me. That's me.
emotions. I can tell you
Hey,
to
pick,
check your emotions.
bruh.
I can
Pick
tell
what
you
you
to
like
check your
and leave the
emotions.
rest. Pick what you like
Okay.
and leave the rest. Pick what makes sense and leave the rest. Somebody stabbed me and you telling me to come and say, "Oh, I'm hurt. Oh, she's such a darling, but it's okay. She's just human." No, fuck that. A witch is a witch, a bitch is a bitch. And she's one. Now sue me for that. Or reduce my age because I don't say things the way you like it. You were done that platform when she said those rubbish. I didn't hear you chastise her. Who made her the judge of character? Hey, you're me ugly, you're me over.
Go and listen to it again.
Thieves will always speak thieves.
Me, I watch. Hurt me with the
Thieves will
truth.
support
Hurt
thieves.
me with the truth, Baba. Hurt me with the truth. Go back
And
to
that's what I'm
that
telling
thing
you.
you heard yesterday.
That's
I
what I'm
told her,
telling you.
Baba, Mama, you
But
like people caressing your ego. You know me. You know me.
which
Let me
ego?
tell
Which
you.
ego? Who ego help? Which ego?
No,
Who
be you.
ego
I'm
help?
not
Who
talking
ego
to you.
help?
I'm not talking to you. I said
Bruh,
what I
no,
said.
wait, you say I
I'm
like people
repeating what I
caressing my
said
ego.
on
Oh
that
yeah,
platform.
oh yeah,
No.
oh yeah.
I'm repeating what I said yesterday on that platform. I'm telling you, I told her to. Me,
And
I
maybe
will
I
talk
didn't hear
my
your
own
part.
truth. If
Maybe
you want
you remember you
kill me, if
guys
you want
dropped
kill
me.
me today, can't kill me because I
Do
did
you
tell my
remember
team.
you
My
guys
ball on
dropped
me,
me?
she understand.
Do you remember you guys dropped me? Do you remember? So I don't know what happened after that.
I'm not a moderator. How would I drop you? If she dropped me too, I'm not a moderator there. I will say my own if she do. I will
Anyhow,
matu so. You
all
know,
said
fit
and
buy me.
done.
You have to be by a I'm
All
sort
said
me
and
now.
done. Listen, all said and done. The saboteurs of justice for mobile. You see, we're talking about the relevancies. You have two people who came up saying that they were paying 1 point something million to police to detain another human being. You guys you're not pounding on that. Evil is the order of the day. Somebody wants to pay somebody to detain another human being unlawfully. What kind of people are we? You're talking about my character. When they have confessed to you that they will do anything to lock you and I up, they will lock you up. Just say that they will pay the highest police officers they can find to lock you up. They confessed. You're not looking into that. You're looking at my abusive words. Àwọn tó ń fẹ́ tó lè tìyàn mẹ́wọ̀n tó ń sanwó fọlọ́pàá kó tìyàn mẹ́wọ̀n you're not pounding on that. Have they not exposed themselves enough? You want to get justice for one person and you're doing injustice on another. You're doing injustice. And you're flaunting it publicly. 1 point something million to lock another person up indefinitely. You guys are talking about my character. Fuck my character.
Let me interrupt you for a second, African TV. You see, I'm trying to be a pacifier in the middle of this. And Aries is not even here. So if she was here and you get routed up like this, I can understand. She's not even here. And my tone, my demeanor, you may not see me, but you can read even from my tone that I wanted a peaceful conversation. But when you go this route, I don't know if you realize it, that you're actually disrespecting me with the way you're talking. And I'm not talking about the fuck you, the this now. I'm talking about even the way.
Doctor, I respect you. Doctor, I respect you. So don't bring that in. I'm expressing myself. I'm not talking about you. I'm not insulting you. I'm telling you how I feel, and I'm not shading it or hiding my emotions or my feelings. You should respect my feelings. You should respect the fact that this man has been hurt. This man has been abused. This man has been deceived. Somebody taking my signature and implanting it on a document. Please, mama, I respect you and I love you. So don't bring yourself into this injury. It has nothing to do with you. Yes, you came up to make peace, and I respect your effort. But don't tell me not to express if you want to solve a problem, you go to the root. If I pretend to you that I'm okay, and I talk the words that are sweet to you, but I'm evil inside me, is that what you want? Is that what you want?
But African television, you are right though. Why would someone flaunt online that they purposely want to keep another person in jail because and with their own money, and you can still flaunt that online? That is true injustice. Baba, you are right. That is something to really look into. I saw you yesterday typing it, but it didn't occur to my consciousness yesterday. And for real, I can pound out it now again that you are absolutely correct. That is total bullshit. We are still talking about some people meting injustice on a guy that, probably we are still looking for that. And in the same course of looking for that, you guys are still meting injustice in the way of finding justice. This is bullshit. Baba, it is right. I don't know another how best to approach that way. If it is of course, if you look at their own the way they what they had in mind to do that, you will see some kind of little bit of finding the root cause of it. But it is not. It is
not. Please, because you know what? When they keep saying on this platform, you're pained. I am a pained motherfucker right now. I'm probably pained more than the devil, because not only one person, a group of people donating money. And all these people will sit in the comment section or panelists saying justice for Mohbad, justice for Mohbad. Do you understand the meaning of justice? Do you understand why we're fighting for Mohbad? And you are contravening the spirit of justice for Mohbad by donating. You know the purpose that your money is going to go and fetch, to go and detain another human being unlawfully. And motherfuckers put police officers on live. The audacity of evil, the audacity of wickedness, the audacity of injustice. You call a fucking police officer on live to testify that you planned evil. I beg, am I in the wrong world? And nobody's talking about this. Nobody is disgracing them until they lock you up, until they try to arrest you. Then you will understand the pain of African motherfucking TV. You will understand my pain. You're supporting and sponsoring evil. And you're giving them gifts and clapping for them and following these motherfuckers. You're following evildoers. What makes them different from the people that actually kill Mohbad? Because they haven't had the opportunity to kill you. They will do it to you 10 times and faster than they kill Mohbad. They come publicly. Look, nobody's an angel. If you do evil, you're supposed to repent, hide your face, shame yourself. But these people come bodaciously flaunting their evil, and you're clamoring for them, clapping for them. You want me to support motherfucking Aries or Yomi? You better take a bullet and shoot me, because I will not stand where evil exists. And I will keep saying it in any language that I can speak.
Hello? African TV, you are away again. Where?
Papariano, come up for the matter. You don't miss. You don't know it in the happen. Come up for the matter. Just dey listen.
Wait. I think we all are still celebrating Supreme Iron Lady.
Yes, continue to celebrate.
I thought we are still celebrating her for her
Yes,
job
we are. Indeed, we are.
as the greatest woman in Just Mohbad.
Yes.
Wait. Abigati, what's going on?
Okay.
Nothing. Pra asked me a question. Doctor came in to make peace, and the peacemaking brought out all the evil that people are doing injustice for Mohbad, and I'm spilling my guts on all the evil.
Yeah, but if you are mentioning evil people or demons, I mean, I don't think you should put Lady Aries. She's an angel. Her name should be.
Yeah, she's an angel. Your angel, that is. She's your angel, Papariano.
For African TV, come to think of it, right? If you should rate yourself, Supreme Iron Lady, and your Mukabe, who would you rate more out of 10? What would you rate out of 10?
You see, that's your problem. That's your problem, Papariano. Rate for what? Rate to receive award, to get a trophy?
Just Mohbad.
No, rate to get trophy. Which you want rate? You don't see.
Okay, how do you know whether somebody has done so well or not?
Why are you rating people,
okay,
Papariano? Who should rate you? Papariano, let's rate you. Hold on, let's make it a barrier. Let's rate you. Oh yeah, let's rate you. Let's rate you, Papariano. You and Aries.
Yeah.
You and Aries. Who's a better human being?
Scared now. Wait.
I'm not scared. Answer the question.
Okay,
you and Aries.
Right.
Who's a better human being?
Between me, Yomi Fabeyi.
No, I'm not the top. I say me and you and Aries. You and Aries. Who's a better human being?
Don't be worried. Don't be scared now. We want to rate now.
Hey, stop that rubbish. Who they scare? Who then they scare you?
Okay.
You made the damn close.
Okay. How do you
scare you for what? Scare for what?
Somebody's a sabotage. How do you rate somebody a sabotage? How do you rate them? So
somebody is a sabotage when they deliberately want to lock up people with public funds.
Can you please tell me who deliberately want to lock up somebody? And what do you mean by lock up?
Papariano, if you've not been listening to your own platform,
you are not misunderstanding the 1.1 million that was given to Yomi. Maybe I should explain that to you.
I'm not one of those people that I'm not one of those that you delude. You know that. Don't start your brainwashing bullshit with me. Don't start your brainwashing bullshit with me.
There is no brainwash here now.
Don't start it. Papariano, stay with your gully lights. Stay with your gully lights. You overstep.
When you say
you overstep, Papariano, don't overstep with me.
I say that my attempt at making peace is not working tonight. Hopefully, maybe one day it will work. Okay.
Mama, nobody they fight anybody. Mama, don't misconstrue me. I'm not they fight anybody. Speaking the truth does not make you an enemy of somebody.
Your truth is not the truth.
It's your truth now. Your truth has gotten us justice. Your truth is promoting fraudsters.
Do you know what I think about
Papariano, your truth? Papariano, truth is promoting criminals.
Neither your truth.
Papariano, your truth. Papariano, your truth. Encouraging criminals to come and tell you how you want to lock up somebody.
When you are dragging others, drag yourself because you are part of the problem too.
Yes, I am. I'm not saying I'm not. I am, but I'm pointing at the ones that I can see. I'm pointing at the ones that I can see. And you are one of the problems, Papariano. You are definitely the number one problem.
This case, you know, so
Papariano, let me drop myself because I know you will do it because you don't want to hear the truth.
Why will I drop you?
Let me drop myself because you don't like the truth, Papariano. As good as you are, you're double faced.
Iron Lady is the only one who has
support GoFundMe. Papariano, did you not support GoFundMe? Are you not the one attacking GoFundMe today? Did you not support Yomi? Did you not support Yomi? I bet Papariano, sit down. Don't let me face you. Sit down. Enjoy your platform. Papariano, enjoy your platform.
You supported it too, right?
Papariano, enjoy your platform. You are double faced. And you cannot be cold. You can neither be cold nor warm. You will be spit out. Stand on the truth, Papariano. You know the truth, but you cover it. You know when we told you Yomi was not bringing any CCTV. What was your position, Papariano? What was your position? You're double faced. As much as I love you, you're double faced.
My position on CCTV camera has always been the same.
Well, and where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Papariano, where is it?
I have made it clear right from the beginning.
What's your position on GoFraud Me? What was you donated to GoFraud Me? You got frauded. That's how smart you are. You got frauded. When you're complaining about GoFraud Me, a lot of people put money because they listen to you. They listen to your ugly ass, and today they are scammed, and you're not apologizing. You are not apologizing for misleading people. Do you know how many people you've misled? You got scammed.
Is that all?
No, there is more. You open your mouth, I'll give you more. You open your mouth, I'll give you more. Oh yeah, talk. Talk, make I open your nyash more. You promote criminals on your platform.
All right, let me talk. Okay,
somebody said they donate money to lock somebody up. As intelligent as you are, you could not analyze that one.
You misunderstood that.
Oh boy, I listen to you in the background. I listen to you every fucking day. Okay. I'm one of your top 23 followers. So shut up before you talk to me.
Correct. You are not one of my top 100.
Now you know. Say you will delude people. Continue. You can. This old man is too old for you. Forget me.
I am an elderly man. African TV. Let me.
No, you are a baby. You're a baby. See your skin color, your face alone tells me you're a baby. You're under 45. Stop prouding yourself so that you can have long life. Stop prouding yourself so you can have long life. You are a fucking baby. You're under 45.
African TV.
African. Papariano, can we talk, please?
It is not my fault that I do exercise, I eat good food, and I want to look healthy and fresh like fuck.
Papariano, if they born you well, show your ID card. Man, show my own now. Show your ID card. You're fucking. I challenge you, 50 million naira. We go raise that for you. If you don't reach 50, we go raise 50 million naira for you. 1 million for you.
Do I look that young, this man? What do you think of when you see me, African TV?
You are a baby. You are omobota. You still dey learn. You are baby.
You they always talk now. Say age is not by number now. I don't want you to even you now waiting you they always talk. You always talk and say some people are now picking them be. It's not by age. It's not by age. But I don't want to make you the poor body for some things.
You see
Papariano.
Yes, let us make something clear. Let's make something clear. I think Africans TV misunderstood the 1.1 million raised by Supreme Ayondele and Joken for Yomi Fabi to mobilize the extension of the arrest of Adura. The same way Yomi Fabi...
Shame using that word.
You are not letting me
shame. Extension of what? Extension of detention. Extension. Papariano, stop this rubbish. Are they paying you? Papariano, stop this rubbish.
You are not letting
stop it.
Speak.
Extension of what?
Let the elderly man
extension
speak.
Of somebody's
Let the elderly man in the house speak, please.
Oh yeah. Right. Epa talk. Right. I did hear you.
Thank you very much, young man. So as I was saying, before the disruption, you see, there's nothing like peace. Even that
lie no dey sweet for mouth. Lie no dey sweet. You define how you go take. You define how you take present am. Oh yeah, present am. I dey hear you
because I don't want you, like to go hyperly, inflated and be furious.
Go to your point, defend your case. You're trying to gather your thoughts. Go to your defense. Go to your defense. Forget hyper.
Let me explain to you. Supreme Iron Lady made it very clear. All right. She said when she was approached that she was told that this money is only an extension fee. A fee, a legal fee, all right, to have the detention of Adura extended so that they could be well investigated. All right. Now, African television, me and you, we are not naive to the way this country is operated. Okay. There are those who killed Mohbad anti-justice. They are spending millions of nairas and billions. And that's the reason why most of our efforts are not going anywhere. Believe me, whether you or anybody who would have still done this justice, in one way or the other, you would have still tried to make some influence, to have some influence right in that police station. Having influence is just maybe like
Paparano, oh boy, stop.
Okay,
Do you see what you're doing to yourself? Listen to what you're doing to yourself. You're promoting criminality. You're promoting bribery. You're promoting fraud, Paparano, influence. Use the word bribe. Use the word bribe. Forget influence. And not be those words that they speak Oyibo.
Why did the public?
I learn Oyibo pass you. Paparano, stop that. Influence. Say bribe. Use the word bribe. Say bribe. Use the word bribe. You will try to bribe. Talk am. Paparano, say the word bribe. You're using bribe and you're using influence. Influence means bribe. Mobilization means bribe. Mobilization means bribe. Paparano, stop this rubbish. You're a justice fighter. Stop this. Paparano, come out of this bullshit. Okay. Come out of this bullshit, Paparano. Drop me, because that's all you would do. You don't like the truth.
Why will I drop your African TV?
Because that's what you're good at. You don't want the truth. Why are you using the word influence? Why are you using the word mobilization? Use the word bribe. Say it. Paparano, say bribe. Say bribe. Say you will bribe. Use that. Talk am. Paparano, say bribe. Don't use influence.
Do you
say
understand African TV?
I bet my come on, make you
Can you define the word bribe? Can you define the word bribe?
Come out. Continue with your godly light. Continue with your godly light.
Can you define the word bribe? When I say you behaving godly ducks, then you say I created the word for you.
Paparano, continue with the godly light. See me, I don't pass that level. Una don jam me see. Una don jam me see. Moti jasi. Continue.
Okay, African TV. Why did the public pay money, contribute money to buy fuel? They took generator to Corona inquest. Why?
Why did the public bribe police with the phone? Why did they give police phone? Police no get phone.
Wine. Why did King White and others and co give wine to the police?
You see what you're good at. You're changing the topic. Go back to your colleagues who are bribing police to detain. Your colleagues are bribing police to detain human beings. Police are being bribed to detain human beings. We have it screen recorded. We have it. Paparano, know how you go twist this matter. Paparano, you cannot twist it. They confess.
You can never
they confess, Paparano, they confess to bribing police to detain somebody. Paparano, stop supporting shit. Don't put perfume on shit. Paparano, don't put perfume on shit. Shit na shit. Your colleagues are stinkers. Your colleagues are criminals. Don't join them, Paparano. Don't promote
Paparano, stop promoting criminality. African television words are too direct. Any sùúrù bàbá yẹ kí mi náà sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀
máa ń tẹ̀lé. No, this roof wèrè ọmọ ìwọ calm down. Ó fẹ́ máa defend òsì.
Mi defend ẹ yẹ kí mi náà sọ tèmi ẹ ti mo dákẹ́ látàárọ̀.
Òun kọ́ ni wèrè ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ ní wèrè o kò ń ṣòwò.
Ó yẹ ní sùúrù ẹ kí n sọ ẹ má bínú ẹ kí n sọ tèmi. Paparano.
African TV understand better. He's joking. African TV is joking. He understand better. Don't mind him. Go on.
Paparano, make I talk one thing. African television was might be too direct and all, but Paparano, that's in a bullshit. No talk.
What is bullshit?
That you would pay money.
I want to tell you
Paparano, let's discuss it now.
What is bribe? Can you define bribe from what is bribe?
I can describe bribe to you. Bribe is what you give to someone that person is not worth that thing, but just for you to gain just for you to gain an interest from that person. That is why you pay an illegal money to that. Bribe is illegal.
For you to gain
any interest, it might be anything. I can bribe a woman to give me quickie. Yeah, it's still payment for it. Bribe is a payment.
Don't be a gully duck like African TV.
No, Paparano, let's discuss it.
Don't be a gully duck.
Let's discuss it. You see, bribe might be an ambiguous word, but it is not so ambiguous. It is illegal.
All right. Let us talk about it. Okay. Now let us make something clear. Okay. Listen, Pra. Are you listening? I think there's noise in African TV background. There's noise.
I'm listening.
All right. Pra. Okay. Listen carefully and listen well. All right. There are two forms of bribe, or maybe whatever, or maybe there's two. I don't want to use that word bribe. That word bribe will create the wrong impression. All right. There are two ways of influencing people. You can influence people to the good, all right, and you can influence people to do bad. When you influence people to do bad, what do they call it? When the devil influenced you to do bad, what do they call it? When God influenced you to do good, are they the same things? I know African TV don't understand, but you too, are you saying you don't understand that?
Do you want me to respond to you?
Respond to this first. Let me test your understanding. No.
I want you to come. I want you to come with the logic approach. Then
we will go to that. Let us first deal with this. Influencing somebody to do the right thing, and influencing somebody to do the wrong thing.
Okay.
Which one is bad influence? Which one is bad? Which one is good?
Okay. Now you can influence someone to do the wrong thing. You can influence someone to do the right thing. Now, you can influence someone to do the right thing, but that thing is bad to another person. It can be. Maybe you want to go and be Ghost. You want to go and be Ghost now. You want to make that thing too complex.
Stop right there. Stop right there, please.
Okay.
Let's give an example.
Okay.
Let's give an example. I don't work with ambiguity. Now, for example, let's say I say, Pra, all right, it is not good to do ritual, all right? Go work hard, be a hardworking person, okay? There is benefit in it. If you don't have money to go to work, I can help you go look for work. I can give you money. I just want you to wake up on your feet and work as a man every day, okay? In fact, I don't care, okay? Even if I will pay for your transport, I'll be paying for your feeding until you are okay, all right? I'll do so for you. And then let's say the second person, you go to him, he says, come, bro, the only way is for you to use your mother for ritual. All right, the person has money but said he will never give you money, but that he can show you how to use your mother for ritual, or your father, or your kid, or anything. All right. Now, let's say you are two people. You are two. One of you went to do the first advice, and I was paying that one salary, wherever. And the other one went to use the mother for sacrifice, follow the influence. In the two ways, they must follow the two influence, and then we'll see the outcome. So, which of them went through a good influence? The one that committed ritual, or the one that went hardworking? Which one?
Papariano. It depends on what you think is best for you, Sha.
Can you give me an example of whatever you are thinking?
Now, I will answer this way.
Give me live practical example. I'll just give you live practical example.
Yeah. I'll do it. I'll give you. Hold on. No, yes. I will give you now. Oh yeah, hold on. You see, if I talk, I will tell you what I'm saying. Then I will go to example. Watch my pattern. Yeah. Now, I just said to you that it depends on what you think is good for you as your own personal person. Now, there is this particular culture in Yoruba land, and Yoruba people, please attest to whatever I'm saying now. Some people would have done so many things. They've worked in their life, but they will now go to the Ifa priest, or whatever you call it, their own pastor or anybody. Those, according to some Ifa people, they will say, Bobolo Boriel. It means that please go and appeal to your destiny. Go and appeal to your consciousness. Go and appeal to your gods. Your own personal being. Appeal to it. Then they will tell you to do some certain things. Now I can influence you to do those things, and I can influence you to go to church. That go and be praying. I'll give you money to go to church. It's still the same thing, Papariano. Do you get it now? Now, it can suit me well to say, Shefa now. Let me go and do this thing now. People do it now, and I will be good. They tell me there is no repercussion, and I will be good than someone that you have given money. Like Papa Prouni Marwa, Laura Marwa Kekekiri. Of course. And I'll be better than that person. So it depends on what you say is
I gave you two life example. You did not answer me.
Of course.
I said somebody I gave you what they both went to do and tell me they are different results. There is no depend here. Let us say you must listen.
I just told you.
No. Please listen.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, again carefully. Let us say you must listen to two people. Whatever they tell you, you must do. That's what influence is. Influence is inducing somebody, making them to do something. Don't tell me that somebody told you to do something and then you didn't do it. It means the influence didn't work in you. It is you that worked. Their influence did not work. I want somebody that was influenced. So let's say somebody give you bad advice and then you went to do that bad thing. And somebody give you good advice, you want to do that good thing. Which one is good?
That is clear. It is good to do a good thing. Someone influenced me to go and do a good thing.
In this case,
that is clear. That is a clear question. Yeah.
So now, in this case, right, there are people from the anti-justice camp who are paying to the police to do the bad thing, not to even investigate, not to detain, not to arrest at all. All right? They knew that a lot of things are wrong, but they are paying millions of naira to make sure police don't even investigate.
Assumption. Can you prove them? Can you prove it? We can prove your colleagues, they confess. Your colleagues confess to extension. Your colleagues confess to extension. Can you prove your assumption? Prove it, Paparano. You're the scientist. Prove who are they? Who are they? Prove it.
In legal tender, right? When you allege something, you have to provide an evidence. And evidence is also a testimonial. Okay? Karimo testified to this. So Karimo is a witness to this effect, that wine was used to bribe the police. All right? And these are people who don't want justice. So that is in that circle. Now, if there are some people here who are only paying so that police will investigate, they are not saying that police should automatically send Adura to jail. Police cannot send nobody to jail. All police will do is to detain you and investigate you. If police find nothing during that type of investigation, you still have to go free as fuck. So you are mixing it. You are thinking because they were supposed to be investigated that means that they are sending them to prison. Police can never send somebody to prison. Police only investigate. So people who mean justice, who understand how the system works.
No, Paparano, why now?
Paparano, investigation. Hold on. I've got it there. So Paparano, what you're saying? Hold on, Paparano, what you're saying now, it is good. Paparano, what you're saying now, I'm asking a question. Now, Paparano, what you're saying in essence is that it is a good thing to induce the police to hold someone down by questioning them about something they may or might not know about. Now, holding them down is the word we want to use. Holding them down more than when they should be held down. Papariano, this is the. We are not even condoning what those people do. We are not condoning them. We should not be.
Please. Let us say, for example, you went to the coroner inquest the first day, all right, and there was no light. Okay, and the magistrate, they needed to do their job, but they feel like government has not provided enough facility. All right, and they say, we would have been here longer, but there's no generator, there's no fuel whatsoever. Okay, that if anybody can
bought them fuel, that is a good thing.
Please wait. They say, if anybody can bring it, we will be happy. All right, if you have it and you want that case to move on, won't you supply to them?
Yes, it's a good thing, like you earlier posited. Let us say, for example, a good thing, doing a good thing, but this one is a good thing.
Let's say, for example, right now, okay, some like maybe there's a fire is burning one house, all right, and you live.
Just wait now.
Good thing is good to do all the time. If those police were the one that asked, if they were not supplied with the means, they wanted to do the right thing, but they have no means. All right? It's just like the police saying that we could have come to this area to investigate this area, but we don't have fuel in our cars, the government hasn't given us, and there's nothing we can do. If anybody can assist to see that this vehicle can move, right, we'll really go do the right thing. Won't you assist?
That is a good thing, but this case now, this one now, related to this one now.
Justice is sabotaging justice, but you paving way for justice to come is fighting for justice.
Okay now.
Paparano, you said your face looks in your You know you're bullshitting. Your face no fit hide that. Your face no fit hide that. You're bullshitting. Clap for yourself one more time for bullshitting. Bullshit up the year.
Papariano. No, Baba African TV is just person that his words are too direct. I don't know person will be say. They know if you say, oh yeah, hello, Baba African TV. Mo ti dóyà àwọn ará àdúgbò kan dóyàwó ara wọn lóyún ẹ lọ settle ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ Baba African TV o. Baba African TV máa da ọgbọ̀rọ̀. Baba African TV, you fuck you bitch, you nonsense, you wèrè.
Doing the right thing at the right time.
Baba African TV lè jẹ baálé àdúgbò ẹ máa jà kan rú pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀. You have a good at no ẹ nọkàn gidi o ẹ má kí no ẹ ká sòtọ gidi o òótọ́ nìyí o ẹ ní you have a good heart wípé kíní yìí nǹkan gidi ní jẹ́ ká ṣe you know
in this justice but they will rate Supreme Iron Lady more than you, right?
Papa, maybe that one will come, still joke, do his thing. I think go carry people along now.
Supreme Iron Lady is the only person in justice for Mohbad that has petitioned Wunmi. Not you. Not even when you're on top of the case. Were you guys scared or what to petition Wunmi?
Papariano, you won't put me for trouble waiting I go talk now. Make I talk am. Make I talk am. Do you know the stupidest thing on justice for Mohbad? Is people saying Wunmi ló pa. You petition Wunmi. Waiting the petition bring her. Did they bring any evidence? You petition Wunmi to get fame. No, wait, no, don't interrupt me. You petition Wunmi because you want to be relevant. Did your petition convict Wunmi? Did your petition bring Wunmi to court? This is what we say, movement without any action. Running around, chasing your tail. If a dog is chasing his tail, moving forward, the petition everybody. They petition me, waiting they get.
African Supreme Iron Lady was the first to write an application for DNA to be done. Are you aware of that?
Hey, write which application?
Thank you very much.
Which application? Your Papariano, not they put perfume for shit. I beg, stop it. Stop it.
You are misunderstanding this in African TV. I hope you can just listen. Please.
Papariano, we're looking for result, not movement, not motion without result.
All right. Let me.
You dey cook soup. Nobody chop your soup. Does it make sense?
You say so many things at the same time. Let us try to make it clear, African TV. Now.
You have made nothing. You know what you're doing. You're exposing the irrelevance of these people. Stop defending them. You're exposing their shenanigans.
Do you know what it means for you to be in the process, to have initiated something, to be in the process, and somebody else frustrated it? You know what it means?
Yes, I know what it means. Let me tell you what it means. Wait, let me tell you what it means. Let me explain it to you in real life. What it means is Aries going to Baba Mohbad, destroying justice for Mohbad, bringing people to corrupt the Baba's head with money.
How?
That's what it means.
How?
Oh boy, be like say you just enter justice for Mohbad. Pra, continue to engage him. Engage Pra. You're doing good with Pra because we are going to abuse you.
The reason why
you know I love you. I don't want
African. The reason why Mohbad doesn't want African TV today is clear. But the reason why she doesn't want Supreme Iron Lady is not clear. It's ambiguous.
Papariano, continue. I dey enjoy your golly light word. Continue. I dey here dey watch the movie.
Should I expatiate on that? Or I think
golly light and golly dark.
Golly darks.
Golly like and golly dark.
No, I'm golly light.
So
Papariano is the golly dark.
Oh yeah.
He dey call me golly dark, but he get golly light.
You know if let me say this to you. Ẹ lọ máa ṣe tẹ́ bá fẹ́ máa ṣe program ẹ lè máa ṣe àwọn program tẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ sáwọn ìjọba Nàìjíríà. These words are for them. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. You know you be direct all those emotions you put it on them. ẹ mọ̀ wípé
Honestly
ẹ mọ̀
speaking, I think African TV needs to
àwọn eléyìí tán wá wá bá yín
Supreme Iron Lady.
papariano listen to this àwọn eléyìí tán wá bá yín sìn these people that are coming to you they are not with arsenals they are not with guns and all but they are coming with words are powerful words are arrows do you get no it is touching you look at you now they got you this is the truth.
They got me.
Wait, they got me.
No, I mean, they got you with their words. They've gotten you. You are.
What did they got? Wait, what did they got? What have they gotten? Bruh, calm down. You really? Talk too fast. What have they gotten?
Try. You don't smoke.
Yeah. I don't. Oh yeah. No verse. African TV. But me, I go tell you the truth, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. And you know,
educate me.
Inside of you. No, I can't explain more than that. No, I can't explain. But you know it.
On the basis of, for example, a lot of people have worked with a lot of people in this case, but they all lay out their frustration. For example, African TV worked with Mohbad's father, right? They went apart. Things didn't work well. Who should we blame in that union? We will tell in the long run. When African TV work with someone else that we also know, they will tell. So African TV worked with Mohbad, like what went wrong? Everybody claimed they are right. African TV claims is right, but Mohbad claims is right. All right, but Mohbad went ahead to work with.
Do you know where you are a failure, Papariano? This is the only assignment you have failed. You have failed because you have not been able to determine, Papariano. No, you failed because you're the analyst and you've not been able to analyze what happened between African TV and Baba Mohbad. Bring it forward. Until you bring that forward.
What happened between African TV and Baba Mohbad is this, right?
Oh yeah.
African TV suggested to create a foundation in the name of Mohbad. That is African TV Mohbad Foundation.
Oh, God, you're missing it. What happened, meaning what caused?
I am focused on the bindings. What is binding means there was an agreement. I'm focused on the MOU, which is more official. All right, not just on side talks like Kanka ones.
The project.
All right.
Oh yeah, Mr. Analysis, bring it up, bring it forward.
All right.
Yeah, bring it forward.
Yes. So now, African TV was to create a foundation in Mohbad's name or legacy. Now, there were some certain clauses. in the MOU that African TV had made, right? Which Mohbad father had signed to. All right. So now, Mohbad father, who claimed he didn't understand those clauses because he's just a poor carpenter. So, he now consult one of his well-exposed brother called Ifamoyiwa Rasaki Ayodele, who was in the United States of America at the time. And they looked into that, and he was advised that him signing to his own son's death and be making some certain percentage is not needed, especially for a boy who is still lying in the morgue helplessly. Okay, so in the course of that, he decided to break up that agreement. And moreover, he said, how can he be the tail and not the head? So he broke out of the MOU and he went to the next chapter. And I think that left African TV like disappointed, you know, because there would have been some plans like, hey, like maybe if this man is taking, 25%, I am taking 75%, I will do this, I'll do that. I mean, there are some people who count their eggs before they are hatched. You understand? Like some people, they have not even got the money, the salary. They're already thinking, oh, maybe I will buy one beautiful house, I'll buy one beautiful car, I will build one church, I will bring back my career, I will establish branches, television, different places around the world, right? So many different fantasies, like, I think, were in place. So this disappointment, not to be able to achieve all these different fantasies, I think it can lead to the frustration of anybody, especially anybody who has the mind of side interest, So I think in that regard, everybody went their separate ways. African TV went his separate ways. Mohbad father went his separate ways. But Joseph Aloba fans keep attacking African TV. African TV attacked back, and that brought them to where they are today. They are all in their separate or comfort zone, but still in the same struggle. They are fighting in different positions, right? But still remain loyal to the same cause. If you ask African TV, he said he's looking for justice. Do we know his side interest? No. If you ask Joseph Aloba, he says looking for justice. Do you know his side interest? No. If you ask Yomi, if you ask Supreme Young Lady, if you ask Papariano, if you ask everybody, they will all say they are looking for justice, right? Until we are able to bring one convincing and unambiguous and unequivocal, without doubt and unequivocal evidence, then we can say that this person indeed, this is his interest in justice. But so far, everybody's playing safe. All right. So this is a brief between African Television and Baba Mohbad. Okay. So now, then African Television moved to the next chapter to, let me say, maybe Supreme. All right. But before that, he has worked with so many small. There are some ex-criminals. For example, how do we know they are criminal? Because we paid them on this platform, they never returned. These were former associates of African Television. They worked with African Television at some point in time, but we later found out that they were criminals in disguise, which African TV has confirmed that they were indeed a criminal. But these are people who formerly worked with him. Okay, so it didn't work out. African TV has worked with so many people who are on the ground. They've tried, he's tried, it's not worked out, and then he moved to Supreme Iron Lady. Baba Mohbad also moved to Berekete.
Guys, stop this your false narrative. Stop this your lie.
You said I should analyze now. I'm trying to break it down because these are the true reality.
No, you're lying. First, let me correct you. Let me correct you.
Why you are echoing though? You are echoing.
Why are you echoing African TV?
It needs to come back up. Papariano, just before African TV comes up, you are discussing about the.
Don't get into
police.
this, Rich. I don't know what you're.
No.
You are not controversial. You become very controversial. I don't know why. I will see them drag you anyway. I won't tell you again. Whenever they drag you, you guys will drag each other.
I won't even go there.
Just go on.
I'm just saying that we're discussing about the police and all that. To me, we're looking at we're looking at the same terms, right? When you look at the whole thing, it's only because the Lagos State Police are fraudulent.
Where's African? They're corrupt. Let him come back. He ran away.
They're corrupt. That's just the root. That's the root cause of all this problem. Otherwise, we shouldn't be here. I think the police did a good job.
African he has run away. He has run away. He knows very well that, like. Yeah. There are so many.
I'm not going to go into the direction of
African TV work with Weston. It failed. African TV work Mama Ese. African TV has worked with the most people. And I don't know why they keep breaking up. They keep failing. I don't know why. You know you have worked with African TV and you guys break apart. Can you please say yes? Hi. If you know you have worked with African TV and you guys broke apart.
Now let me correct your gully light mind. Okay, and you'll be mute for 2 minutes and hear me clearly, because I know you'll interrupt, so I'm giving myself 2 minutes. When you say walk, do you understand the meaning of walk? Because you're the English guy and the scientist. Now you're deceiving people with the language "walk with," as if I did business of any sort with these names that you mentioned. These names were nothing but people who came together that they want to fight for Mohbad. They were members of the foundation or the potential foundation. No shape or form did I do any assignment, because your evil Goliaths were everywhere ready to sabotage the effort. So when you're saying they work with, mind your language, Mr. Grammar. Okay? Mind your language. No, me, I don't drink. They don't call me make I drink. They say make I come back, come clarify your mindset. So when you're deceiving your Goliaths with the language work, be careful. None of them worked. They were members. Now, the people on your panelists, the people in your comment section, are they working with you? Are they working with you? They are merely enjoying your conversation. So these people came looking to support the foundation. So get that correct. And when you start defining what happened with Baba Mohbad, you have luled, because you have failed to identify what made Baba Mohbad to say all these good things. He was going to go and get it in another way. You have failed there, because you just went around, still Goliathing people. A simple question: what happened with Baba Mohbad and African TV separation? You can't break it down. And when you break that down, when you get Joseph Aloba to open his mouth and tell you or the public the truth, then you will get some accolades from here. And again, none of these guys worked as in either working to achieve anything. They came and you guys never gave them the chance to even form. Up to tomorrow, your Goliaths are still fighting the African TV Foundation. Why not they fear? Why not they fear African TV? Why not go CAC? Go they block, because you know, just like Jesus, who came with something, they tried to kill him. You guys are trying to kill the vision, the dream of African TV. Why are you afraid to the extent you went to CAC, sabotaging all our efforts? Why are you calling people? Perkins opened his mouth live. Guresi called him. Am I African TV show? African TV show. Waiting African TV carry where they fear now. Waiting they fear now. And all your hosts and panelists that can't tell the truth. Waiting they fear now. I rest.
I thought you were going to say what I said, but you only
Baba African television. I won't even ask you something.
What does the word work with mean? Did you work with the people in your foundation or not, or you were working alone?
No, papariano, about that work. Were they the one paying into the foundation more, or there were tidbits, they were add-ons that
what
they were collecting from they were gaining from being a member of your foundation? African television, is there something that they are gaining?
He refuses,
yeah, please explain to me.
Let me explain to him. Papariano, somebody heard you open a shop, they come around to your shop to look around and they walked away. Does that mean they shopped with you?
Right.
They didn't even buy anything. They didn't buy anything. They just walked around your shop and left because somebody saw them in your shop. No. Does that mean they are your customer?
No, they are not.
Case closed. These people heard something good. Listen, they heard about African TV and they all want to fight for Mohbad, and they came and registered to be members of the foundation. But you evil demonic Goliaths did not let them do anything.
When
they
somebody
did not
registered, African TV, when somebody registered, when somebody enrolled into the university, are they part of that school or not?
Paparano, where's the registration form the African TV gave them? Show me a copy of the registration form.
Your foundation.
Show me the African TV registration form.
Advisor. Do you have co-members of the foundation?
Do you know why I love you, man? You know why I love you. Let me tell you why I love you. The subject of the day. Your colleagues are bribing police officers to extend detention of somebody. Forget all this your shenanigan where they carry the matter go. If you're fighting for justice, fight for the person that they try to detain illegally. If you're fighting for justice, fight against those who are receiving money, donating money.
That is the wrong fight.
Lock somebody.
Don't fight the wrong fight, otherwise you will lose.
I'm still talking. Calm down. Calm down. If you are truly fighting for justice, Paparano, if now your son they arrest and they want to detain him illegally, I'm using the word illegally, and you are using the word extension. Extension is illegal detention. Your language influence is bribe. Paparano, start speaking the fucking truth. Start talking truth.
You misunderstood.
Stay on the truth. Stay on the topic.
You misunderstood.
Now you want to enter African TV Foundation. African TV. Now lie. Forget who I work with.
African TV, what do you understand about filing fee?
Talk about your colleagues who are detaining people illegally. Talk about your colleagues who are harassing people illegally. Talk about the people paying police to do illegal job. Talk about that, Paparano. Talk about that.
You fail to understand the legal team difference between filing fee and
why are you afraid to condemn a criminal act?
Just wait now. I want to
Paparano, why?
Paparano,
why are you afraid to condemn?
Please don't be like
Paparano, use your mouth. Say what they did is illegal. Say
please listen, guys.
Paparano, use your mouth. Say what they are doing is illegal. Say it. Say it, Paparano. If you don't say it, I will tag you double agent.
I just say what?
Say paying police to extend, to detain, bribing police to detain somebody illegally. Say it is a crime.
That is why I said that. You should understand the scope of the agreement.
Oga forget scope.
The money
they
that
confess.
was paid.
Oga forget scope. They confess with their own mouth. They confess. Not be we dig am out. Not be we dig am out.
The money that was paid.
Paparano, now then talk am. Condemn it. I dare you to condemn it. If you're a true justice fighter, condemn it. Condemn it, Paparano. Condemn it publicly.
Now let me speak.
No, you're not speaking. You're either going to condemn or you're not. Condemn the criminal act, Paparano. You did laugh.
What is a criminal act?
Laugh. Condemn the criminal act of illegally detaining somebody, pretending that you are extending waiting.
You
court. Only court can extend detention. Only court, not civilians. Paying civilians. Paparano, condemn it. If you don't condemn it, you no go talk for your own platform. Paparano, condemn it. Unless you drop me, condemn it. I'm hijacking your platform. Condemn the criminal act. Condemn the criminal act. Stop smiling. I'm not a woman. Stop smiling.
Everybody here understands except you.
Paparano, condemn the criminal act. It is a crime. It is unlawful to pay police to detain somebody.
Paparano, you need to condemn it. No, you don't say everybody. Don't say everybody. I'm not with you on that.
Can you hear us?
On that. You have to condemn it really. Me, I know day. Why is illegal? It's barbaric. It's mediocrity. Why is something we want to remove from the public, Paparano? This is something we are fighting against.
Let me explain, and let's see. I think he will.
Paparano, Sunday morning, 1st of the month, condemn the criminal act. Condemn it, Paparano. Say it is a crime to
any criminal act. I condemn any
to extend somebody's detention.
But if there exists no criminality, why should I condemn? Right?
There is no criminality. Okay, no worry.
I want to explain.
I go pay police make on carry you, Paparano. I go pay police make on carry you.
I can't even let me explain. Okay. Now, it is a different thing to pay money to file an application before the court, and a different thing to pay money for illegal detention. Money was not paid for police to hijack those individuals and just detain them. Money was paid to file an application before the court to extend the detention of a Nigerian civilian. Now, the money that was paid.
Clap for yourself. You will be a good criminal lawyer. You will
Papariano,
be a
it is
fraud
not
lawyer.
in anyone's
You are
place
making
except
excuse for the criminals.
the legal system. It is not in a civilian.
Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself.
It's not in.
I have checked. Police can pay for. I have checked.
No. Anybody can pay for
Nigerian police pay for
anybody
filing.
can pay for.
Nigeria.
Yes. If you pay for filing or anything, it is a stipulated amount of it is something that will be in their policy and procedures, that this is the so amount you're going to pay for this service the police is rendering to you. It is not free. Bail is free. That one is not free. We know. But is it legal? Is it legal, or is it in anyone's place as a civilian to illegally extend the waiting time of someone in detention? That is barbaric, Papariano. To me, I won't condone that. I don't feel it is born out of bad intention, truly, but I feel it is something we are still fighting against. It should not come out of justice, true justice seekers, that you want to are seeking for justice in the public. You are showing your personality to the public. That should not come in. It's something we are fighting against in Nigeria.
Okay. I, Papariano, the son of Ogun Dipe, born from a mother called Aminatu. You know, I have always condemned every bribery effect or criminally proven effect. I have no evidence.
Thank you. Wait, you confess.
There exists no evidence that any policeman was indeed paid to illegally detain any Nigerian citizen. But what came to my understanding was that a fee was transferred to assist the police. So
Papariano, now they spoil this country. Now they spoil this country. Papariano, shame on you. Shame on you to assist. I mean to bribe police. Papariano, to bribe police. Shame on you.
It could be anything.
Shame, papi. Shame, papi. Papariano, stop the grammar. Stop the grammar. Papariano, stop it. Stop it. Papariano, stop it. Stop the grammar.
The Nigerian police
stop the grammar. We
gift.
are not gully lights. We are not gully lights. So Papariano, stop the grammar. To assist, to bribe police. Change your sentence. To bribe police.
Papariano, what you are saying in essence is that if we have a situation now that the police cannot be given money, who is the police is an illegal entity, an institution that we should respect, nobody bribe when they are doing that, then what was the money spent for? Okay. Now it means that there was a money that was deducted from the coffers of people fighting for just for Mohbad. Now what was that money? You said mobilization. What kind of mobilization? Since we can't help the police, you explain.
It is left for interpretation by the policeman. Why he received the money?
Who will interpret it?
They might have paid for whatever reason, but why did the policeman receive the money? What was the money meant for? The policeman can explain better.
Yeah, so yeah, let's also put case. So yeah, you see, say illegality.
Why do you need the policeman when the people confess publicly? They mention the public.
One thing is you have to.
There was no
African television.
Can you prove to me the agreement they made?
African television. The one thing is to understand the person you are talking with. Now you have to put yourself in the place of Papariano. Now you understand where he is coming from. Then you attack him from where he is coming from. Look at how I was subtly asked him now that explain what that mobilization is for. Now you are questioning in that. Okay, we have to ask. Then you realize that is illegality. Only you attest to illegality now. In there is illegality because we can't help the police. You have rightly said, and I agree. Then what was that money meant for? Mobilization. What mobilization?
We need to hear from the policeman. It is unfair.
Okay.
We are being injustice to that policeman right now. Judging him without his presence on TV, that's unfair to you if you can do this to humanity. This is the best service you can offer to humanity, to be unfair.
Oh yeah. Okay, he wants to defend the police now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, defend
the
policeman
now.
Oh yeah.
No, you see.
Tell us to provide their account.
This is how I approach.
Tell us to provide their account where they put the money.
No, you said we need to hear from the police. Yeah, of course. We shouldn't met injustice of the police because we've not heard from them. But we are not even asking the police. We are agreeing that the police cannot take that. Let us even take the police out of this picture. Now we're asking the people that offered that said they offered that. Now, come, what did you actually offer? Who did you offer it to? We need to get clarifications. Oh yeah. We are not even aware the law. Papariano, why you wrong? You know. Papariano, oh yeah now. Who those people? Let us talk about them. Oh yeah, come. That service, that money that you rendered for a service. Which service were you buying? We agree now that the police you can't buy any service for the police. If you are saying you are filing anything, yeah, it is policy.
It could have been for Ileya. You know, Ileya is coming soon. Ileya.
Oh yeah. I agree.
Paparano. Paparano. Go and wake up again. Go back to sleep and wake up. Because this one, you know, they win anything here. Go and sleep and wake up. I beg.
The other people too. Just how those ones are not so bold to come out that they give. So you know when you say you give wine to people.
Well, I think I've made it clear to Supreme. I've made it clear to Supreme in the morning that whatever they did, okay, if that case should be taken, the reason why I don't condemn, I don't have issue with them is that they mean well. This is part of their effort to say that those guys are investigated and they stop gallivanting, acting like they are untouchable. Okay, if they pay money for people to be arrested, I mean, if police can allow itself to be bribed, police is the problem. Any police person that allow themselves to be bribed, they are a big problem. Okay, and we have to address this problem. Individuals will attempt always anywhere in the world to get away with criminality. Even bribing is a crime, right? Individual will do these things. Police should arrest them. Okay, police should not allow itself to be bribed by anybody. So, like what I read here, let me give it to you guys. Okay, it says that it is not permissible for the Nigerian police to charge or demand payment for filing a criminal case or any other police-related services. The Nigerian police has stated that it is criminal to pay to report cases or treat petitions. To pay to report cases, even to go report a case, you don't have to pay. Even to treat a petition, you don't have to pay. While there are instances of corruption and extortion within the police force, it's important to remember that reporting a crime and receiving police assistance should not come at a price. So you should receive police assistance free of charge at all costs. So that
Paparano, I'm going to send you a kiss and 100 claps. 100 claps for reading the truth.
But that doesn't mean they are sabotaging justice. You all understand. If you have a good man, let's go.
No, start another argument. No, you don't conform. No, start another argument. No, start another one.
They are criminals, okay? This is Nigeria.
They are angels. They are angels. If you know offer, police no go accept. If you know offer, police no go accept.
Everybody will try to offer, but police should not accept. Everywhere in the world, people want to offer, but why must police accept? Police is the problem. Once police stop accepting, people will stop it. The rate of people access will reduce. It's because police accept.
Papariano,
give.
The truth is that the outside world are listening to us.
Doesn't matter. We have to expose our police. We have to expose our police. What are you saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That they are seeing, they are mirroring what is going on, how the Nigeria works with this just from about. So, yes, I also mirror the act of Nigerians with this just from about.
They don't keep collecting their bribe. Now our country now they want to destroy them. With the watch now. I've said it to them. I know they mean well. They wanted those guys investigated, but in the process, that process It's not supposed to be in any sense.
Yeah, it is illegal for police to collect filing fee. It is their duty to do that for detention order. They don't need to collect money from anybody to do that. If they have a suspect that has been in their custody within 48 hours, that suspect must be presented to the court, and then there will be an extension if there is reasonable information to do that, or reasonable need to extend that detention. And usually it's for 14 days. And they don't demand filing. They don't demand any fee. Even the courts do not demand fee from the police to do their filing. Any police that collects money for that act is a criminal and is against the law. That is bribe, is inducement.
It's liable. It's committed a crime.
It's very, very liable. It's like inducing.
Are you there, Prince Labi? All of you.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Papariano, good morning. Insider, African TV, good morning. Para, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning again.
Good morning.
Good morning, Prince Labi. Good morning. Mama Eze.
And I
Just sorry, since we're on this subject.
I thought you wanted to speak. Only greetings.
Okay, make I have to wait.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
I say good morning, my darling. Good morning.
Yeah, my Oga, good morning, sir. Insider.
Thank you, dear.
Good morning.
Thank you. I just want to add this. Mama, I say sorry because I may drop. Anybody who is telling you I had to mobilize police, we had to mobilize police. Please, what was just read, let it come to your mind. Anytime they come on the platform and they open their mouth and tell you, I have to mobilize them. Do you know how much I pay to mobilize? Tell them, you mean how much you bribe. It is a bribery. All that mobilization, influence, all those terminology, now bribe. And papariano just read it. You don't pay for police services. And until we, the citizens, we begin to call each other out and we stand tall, forget justice for Mohbad or anything. If you don't stand tall, call a spade a spade. You're wasting your time on justice for Mohbad. That's just the simple truth. If you're going to be using injustice to try to get Mohbad justice, get the fuck out of Dodge. We don't need you. Thank you.
Now, in the Nigerian context, as it is, it will be reasonable to say that Nigerian police at some certain stage to collect money to do their work. It is correct to say that because this is the society we find ourselves. Sometimes they are induced.
Insider, I disagree. Insider, we don't.
No.
The Nigerian police has their funding. It is we, the people, that are encouraging criminality, and then we come here and say we're fighting for justice. They have funding for everything.
Yes,
they are well allocated for administrative costs.
The scenario we find ourselves. We have this scenario here in Nigeria. We have this scenario here. Yes.
Insider, please let me contribute this. Please, it's true that Nigerian police they have a funding, for every operation, but they are limited in accessing the fund, to operation. Many a times, honestly, if you don't mobilize them, you won't get the results you want.
Stop that language. Say if you don't bribe them,
African TV, we are in Nigeria. We know.
Please, Labi. The question is the mobilization.
Let me use my.
Please, Labi, hold on. I want to ask you a question, please, Labi. The question is the mobilization in this case study now. Please. Refer yourself to the case study, please. Now, the case study is that there is a mobilization to hold someone more than the exact period the person should be held. Now, what is the funding the police or anybody that have collected? I'm not alleging the police. This is allegedly. Now, someone who have collected that from an institution that is not supposed to be bribed or supposed to take something from or any inducement. What could have been that mobilization? What fund is the police are expecting from the government that they have not been able to access that warrants? I don't know what I want you to put it aside. I know you understand what I'm saying. Put it aside and refine yourself to the case study.
Let me say this. Our system is so corrupt to the extent that they are being induced to do certain operation. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't induce them, if you don't, it's like how would I put it?
Labi, I will come fight you now. Stop using this grammar.
Inducing. Papa, when we were having this conversation with Papa, Prince Labi, ẹni sùúrù ẹ jẹ́ ká fi kíní yìí ẹ kí odò àfi kọ́gbọ́n ká lẹ́n lára wa ẹ jọ́ ń tọrọ lọ́n. That's why we come on most platforms. That's why this is where I like to be. Because I learn from so many people every day. Now, this is it, Prince Labi. We are saying that you induce the police, or you can tell them you don't have fuel in the car. Please take okay, we can bribe. It is a good bribe. Now listen, it's a good bribe. Listen, Baba, it is a good bribe to put fuel. It is a good bribe to put fuel in the vehicle of a police officer or on their patrol vehicle. Put fuel in it is a good bribe. But is it a good bribe to hold someone more than the expected time the person should be there? It is what the question is. Please confine yourself to that, please. Don't go out of it.
Let me say this. Many a times, that's what I'm saying. If police, if they were not being, can I say, Africans is busy. I said I should say bribe. That's what I'm saying. But even though if you have a genuine case at hand, and the police are saying that this is a genuine case, they will be telling you that you have to mobilize them to carry out their operation. To do the needful.
You have to bribe them.
So is it the same? Should we fight against that now? Should we fight against that now, or we should allow it to continue? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Should we allow that to go on, to fester on, or we should outrightly?
Let me paint a scenario. Now wait. Now let me paint a scenario. So one of my staff was arrested for theft, and so he has been stealing from the company for a very long time. And so after the arrest, the second day, I went to the police station to give evidence and all the rest. Now the police wants to visit. He had made confessional statement, and where he has been selling our products to, the police wants to visit the location. And so I asked them, okay, they can go ahead to visit the location. But they told me, Oga, how we go to move? Because we no get fuel, no mobilization, nothing. No. Now, this is a good case for me. And I want them to establish this fact that he actually sold the company's item to some other people, and these other people should be arrested. And so we have like almost 8 locations to visit, and the police have just told us that there are no resources to go about it. It is logical because I don't want the boy to be kept there without concluding that investigation. So I have to provide vehicle for them, put fuel in the vehicle, I pay for everything. And then they went ahead to arrest these people. Now, after the arrest, there were other arrests that need to be made because some of the items were further sold to some other people. And so there were so many extensions. And so we were paying money for them to effect all these arrests so that the investigation will continue. Just imagine if it is not inducement, It's because I want my case to be attended to, and so that we can have a head-on way on getting the problem solved. Now, there were other extensions and other investigations that will be done. And the police practically told us that there are no funds for that. Now, I'm not paying for anybody to be detained. I'm paying for the investigation to be effected. So you can pay this in the situation we find ourselves. If you don't do that, the boy will be released. And all the investigation and the case will be thrown out, because the police will tell you they don't have any fund to go about looking for the suspects and arresting every other person. Now, we had like 10 people in custody, and then they profile them, they do everything. Then they still need to visit some other locations. We were paying for these things, So it is like that. It is not normal, but this is the situation that we find ourselves. So we may not know how the conditions and Yomifa found himself with the police, where it warranted that they needed money. It could be that they wanted to do further investigation or whatsoever. It is not clear to us. But I can tell you, without bribing, you can pay money for the police, which is not bribing, but to further establish your investigation, because you have someone being detained there. And then after everything, the case was filed to court. And we also pay at the court's filing, where they were filing and all those things. So it is just like that. It is the situation we find ourselves. Not that we don't know that the police needs to just do the filing and then we are not paying anything. But that system has been deeply corrupted. It is corruption, but if you want your peace to be had, you cannot achieve anything if you are not paying for all these things.
Happy New Month.
Insider.
Yes.
Insider. I think that I would not agree with you. Firstly, the police architecture, they have a way of doing their things all over the world. Nigerian police, US police, there is a law binding the police force. And firstly, there is a budget for every activity Nigerian police wants to engage in. There is always a budget. They have a budget, a very big budget allocated to them. Secondly, there are cases that police does not even have business. They don't need. If you even call them to that case, they will tell you that probably this is a civil case. You have to settle it by yourself, or they refer you. If police cannot do a case, they will tell you it's not for you to induce them with money in order to carry out an illegal activities. Most of these things happening in the part of the world that will come from, we encourage it. We are all here to fight for justice. We are all here to most of us normally, our slogan is we want to sanitize the country, but we keep doing what we don't want. Indirectly, we keep supporting the bad deeds in Nigeria.
Where do you live? We need to
I live in Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian. I live in Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian.
Have you been to the police station before?
I've been to the police station. I have been.
Have they demanded money? Wait. Have they demanded money for you to carry out their lawful duty? Have they ever demanded money from you?
No police would demand money from you. It depends on what you put forward to the police. If somebody has done something, you want to arrest person illegally, or you want to write petition.
Which part of Nigeria are you?
No, hold on, Baba. Don't let us make excuses for.
Which part? Wait, you see,
brother, I want to use myself as a case study.
Right. I mean,
let me cite an example. Please. Let me cite an example.
Finish. 1 second, please, Labi. See, insider. It is the way they are. We are not encouraging. Police have fuel. They take. For example, in Lagos State, I know quite sure that there's a budgetary allocated to the police that they give them fuel. RRS, I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure they give them like.
Have you seen the recent?
Some of those cars they go to police station to get this thing, but they just make excuses because most of the cases that are being handled by Nigerian police of today, most of them are not even supposed. Most of those cases are not even meant to fly. Like arresting somebody, owing you money, going to arrest somebody because some are just civil cases are just meant to be settled. We need to say things the way they are.
Let me tell you the truth. What is in operation in most police stations in Nigeria? It may not happen in the headquarters, but there will be some level of corruption also there. But in most police posts all around, most, they conduct their duties based on what the public needs to offer them. They are not working because they have money to work with. This is the basic truth. You will need to give them money for them to even, it is now that they don't even collect money for you writing reports. For just the sheet of paper that they collect, it is now. I've been to police stations several times. It is now they don't collect money for that. But I tell you, there's other ways that they will collect money. If you go there to report to anybody and they need to move, to go and check, maybe to go and investigate the location, you will pay them money now. This is what, it is illegal. We know it is illegal. But if you want them to leave the station and then go and investigate what has just happened, you will pay the police. So in Nigeria, I said, if you don't know what you are doing, you will pay them to move.
Are you saying that? Are you encouraging people?
I'm not encouraging it. No, please don't get me wrong.
It's not a matter of encouragement. It's a matter of saying the reality. What is happening in police circle?
That is not the reality. That is not the reality. Nigerian police force.
You are not in Nigeria, Benny. You are not in Nigeria. You cannot be arguing.
It's a professional institution. We cannot be demanding for justice. And
Nigeria is not working like a UK. It's not working like a US that you have.
Why are you looking for this justice?
Let's be realistic with ourselves. Don't mingle things out.
Except we want to be telling lies. So insider, it means that we should be realistic. Insider, everybody, please. Now it means we should be realistic with ourselves. This is what is happening in Nigeria. Now, these are justice seekers. Listen, sir. I'm sorry. 1 minute, sir. A minute, sir. Please, just allow me finish this thought. Just allow me finish this thought. Now, we have gathered here to talk about justice, and then it has come to the front again that this same thing that is going on in Nigeria, and we know that it is bringing bad precedents. It is setting bad precedents because a bad person will go to the police and induce the police to do shameful things, unprintable things to a rightful person, because now it is by induction. That is what we are laying to our future generation. Let it sink into our consciousness. This is who we are, and this is what we are portraying as a mirror to the public. We are saying it is not obtainable in the advanced country, but we are lower beings that cannot think like the higher people, and frustrates this kind of phenomena out of our country, out of our system, because we are a new generation that have brought ourselves out from a particular set of people that we want our country to be better. Are we setting the good precedent? I just want us to be, whenever we are doing things, we just remember, say, jointly together. Please
let me give an example, please. Let me cite an example of what I experienced, during the course of the justice I was seeking. And I got to them. They got all the facts and figures. They got all the information. Now, I now told them that, okay, we have to move to Kwara State to arrest everybody, who are capable to be culprits, to the demise of that guy. They now telling me that they call me to their gas office, that as it is now, if I want them to carry out that this thing, if they have to go from Abuja to Kwara State, now I have to pay for their transportation, go and come, and maybe pay for their hotel and accommodation. I now insisted that no, I don't have a dime. The family don't have a dime. That in this case, the investigation must be carried out until I insist that we don't have kobo. Until then, the organic, now report to Brekete. They now have to, call their organ before they could, carry out that assignment. They have to be in Lorry 2 times on that case. So if I didn't insist that I don't have a dime, and this is a case that they have to attend to, you understand what I'm saying? I would have paid. And they won't do anything. They won't do anything. They were telling me, if I want this case to be done, I must be present. I must be with them. I must be coming to them every day, to put pressure, on them. So in order for your case to be attended to, you have to. Is our system, is what is happening in our system. A moment you leave them, you understand what I'm saying, without nothing, you are not getting any results. So that's just it. That's my experience.
In addition to what you've just said, well, the police have made some improvement. I would say a kind of improvement, especially with detention of individuals. Before, they will just throw you up in detention and there's nothing you can do. There was a police post in Apapa port there. A lady friend of mine was thrown into the police cell just because she visited a male friend who was a target of investigation of the police in Apapa. And then she and her friend were traveling to Benin Republic, and they slept a night in their male friend's house. And the police have been monitoring the house, and then they noticed there were individuals in the house, and they're swapping, and they arrested her. The Apapa police post there took this lady and then detained her, released her friend, that they should be looking for money to release her. This lady was there for more than 4 days. I happened to be in Lagos at that period, and then she just called me out of the blues. They've been asking her to call people. The moment they had is in Apapa, most of them will just fizzle out. They won't come. I went there, and then the police told me, I said, okay, what is our offense? They were looking for a male friend. Our male friend did a business that went wrong with some people, and so they couldn't find him, so they arrested her instead. I called a human rights lawyer, and he was mad. He told me, okay, he will get back to me. And the DPO or whatever is ranked there was shouting and screaming that she will make sure she damaged the lady's career and all those things. This is what is happening. And this lady was detained there for over 4 days. She looked so tattered and messed up. And then the human rights lawyer gets in contact with some top police officers, and then the Trinity Police office or station was just across the road. And then the man called me from the Trinity Police station and said, okay, they should bring the case over there. And then we went over to the Trinity Police station, and the right thing was done. The Trinity police officer told them, you don't have right to detain her. Go and look for the person you are looking for. This is not the person you are looking for. That night, that lady was released. And the next day, we returned back to the police station. And then we were able to resolve everything. And it was clear. Police will arrest people for the crime that they did not commit, but committed by their siblings or by their relatives. This has been very rampant all over the place. Just because you have a tie with someone who has committed an offense, the police will arrest you and detain you so that person will come. And it is totally wrong. It's against the law. And so this lady was detained in that manner. And then after we resolve everything, we have to go back to the Apapa police post. At the Apapa police post, they wanted to demand money from us as well. And I told them, we are not giving you a dime, because she has been released from the Trinity police station, which is a higher post. And so that was how we... Now, let me now give you what really even made it very interesting. At the Apapa police post, there was a police officer, because as a journalist, I told them, look, you can't do that and not that. I even had a very heated argument with the DPO, the person in charge. I don't know if his rank is a DPO, because it was a post. It's not even a big station as such. Now, there was a police station there. It's been a long time, so I can say this. The police officer called me aside when I wanted to make call to the human rights lawyer, because the guy told me he will not entertain any lawyer, and the lady was even crying that I've come to worsen the situation for her. Now, the police officer stylishly called me apart and told me that what I'm doing is very right. They don't have the right to detain her. And he was so supportive, you know, and I understand that there are even some very good people among them. This man was so supportive. Every step I'm taking is paying attention to it, and is giving me thumbs up by the side. So we have good police officers. Believe me, they are very, very good police officers. And after everything, I wanted to just thank him and then just give him something. He said, no, he doesn't need anything. He doesn't need anything, that he just wanted the right thing to be done. So we have police officers who are upright and who are ready to do the job. But you see, the system is so corrupted. We may find ourselves in situations like this, and then everything will just go downhill because of the corruption in the system. So police will always want to find a way around these things, but there are some level of improvement. If you visit police station every now and then, you will know that there are level of improvement that they've done, like not detaining people. For them to even want to extend the detention order shows that they are abiding by the law. The only thing there is...
Hold on, sir. How do you explain what you just said now, sir? For them to have hold on to extending that detention time, it means that they are abiding by the law. Please explain better.
Yeah, they did not arbitrarily detain him. You understand? There was a time frame. He was detained for within 48 hours. Now, after that 48 hours, the process was for you to present the suspect before a court, if there is a need, before a judge, if there is a need to extend the detention. But what the police normally do, let me tell you what they normally do. So they will arrest you on Friday. So on that Friday, they quickly get a detention order from the court, and then they put you there. And so it will extend beyond 48 hours. So it will be on Monday that you can file, and then they can now go and file again for another detention order if there is need for it, maybe for investigation purposes or not. But if it is for criminal acts like armed robbery and all that, you can be detained indefinitely during the investigation. If it is criminal acts, violent crimes, murder and all those things. So, but for what they have done the right thing. The police have done the right thing for trying to get a detention order for the court to extend the detention for the purpose of their investigation. I don't know if that is justifiable. You understand?
So even if it is justifiable, are we supposed to? Are the public supposed to pay for that service?
No, they are not. That is what I've just said. So they are not. They are not. They are not supposed to make any payment.
They won't do the needful. They won't do the needful. If you don't try to mobilize them, they won't. Do
we all agree that doing this and allowing this to fester in the public, and still thinking that this cannot be changed by our collective consciousness, but to outrightly shame it, outrightly talk about it, and outrightly not wanting to do it whenever the thing arises? Do you think it is a thing that we are setting a bad precedence in that country? A precedent has been set now that cannot be changed.
We understand
is that what we are?
We should
Are we
how this
saying?
system
I just want to get
they will
something.
throw your
Are we
fight,
saying
they
it
will
cannot
throw
be
your
changed?
fight under the table and they won't
It
attend to
cannot be.
it.
So we
They
agree
will tell
that
you
this
to
thing
go to
cannot be
hell.
changed. So we are
They
agreeing that
will
this
throw
thing
your
cannot be
fight
changed.
under the table and they won't attend to you. They won't attend to you.
Now, please
because they
allow
have a
me
lot of
talk like. So please allow me say my own bit like insider I've used a little, maybe 2 minutes. Please listen. This is the main reason why Africa is the way it is. And allow me say a little bit. I was with my friend yesterday and we were, having a nice time. And then I could tell you, I don't even know how the whole thing started. And we started talking about the white people, good people. We said, you see all these children where they sit now. Not be these people colonize also, not be them. But these people already have an inheritance. Our own more children, we are inheritance because know how that institution, that Africa, and that particular thing those one did then is still festering on, and we who are the prey now have agreed. It is a different thing when someone think I am free and when you are really free. And it's a different thing when you think you are in a jail and you feel you are not in a jail, but you feel you are in a jail. It is just your mindset. It's just your mindset. This thing is I'm now understanding why it will take a very long time before anything can be fixed in our country. Because the people already take sufferness, the people already take striving to live as an identity. It is in them. They feel it is right to strive to live. They think it is right to bribe some people to be able to breathe. And then if you don't do it, they will think that is why things, it is more or less, it is the same thing that has festered into education. I have to bribe a lecturer before I can pass. I know I can read, but I know that lecturer will fail me. Although I know that if I call for my paper, there is a way I can still change this situation. But of course, I just don't want to go through that process. I want to bribe the lecturer so that I can pass and do what others are doing. It is still same like you feel. I don't want to get out of this situation. I don't want to emancipate my mind. It's a bad thing. And now I'm now concerned about how this particular mindset can be changed generally. How can you even approach it? That people have taken an identity on them that this is who we are and this identity cannot be changed. If you want to know how messed up it is, so your children is an inheritance to people that colonize you, because they will still be working for. Don't your father works for them, you will also work. It is normal. The ones that are there now, they are not your problem. No be them. It's like my father give me a land now that he knows he have paid everything, he have paid the price. But I know some people, I'm inconveniencing some people to get that enjoyment that I'm getting. I can't throw away my inheritance because of what my own and where room mama. No. I have to guard against my father's inheritance. It is my interest. So don't blame them. Don't blame them. It is who we are.
Thank you, bro. You're debating a little bit. 1 minute, please. All I wanted to say, engineer, let's truth be said, right? I want to believe we're all Nigerians on this platform. What Insider said is the root cause of the situation in Nigeria. It's the root cause why we're still here. Who's that making noise? Mickey. It's the root cause of why we're here today. The police in Nigeria are endemically corrupted. When you want to talk about it, you talk about mobilization. Let's call a spade a spade. What's the difference between mobilization and the fraud?
1 second.
1 minute, and the bribe. Please.
Not just the police.
Engineer, I know what you want to say. You want to say Nigerian police are okay. That's a document, that's constitution, understand, but are they following it? Nigeria has the most wonderful written constitution in the whole world. Everything is documented, but are they using it? The answer is no. So don't come and cover the police. The system is badly corrupted. Any slightest thing to siphon money to make your life hell, and that's what's happening here. I don't want us to circumvent or maybe massaging or going around it. Let the truth be said. The Nigerian police are badly corrupted. That's what I wanted to say. So there's no need to go about it. Is that I just explain? What is that I explain? Please let me explain. Okay. And you guys are talking about mobilization. Now let's separate the legal mobilization away from the fraudulent or bribe-induced mobilization. You need to separate that when you're talking about all this mobilization stuff. Yeah.
You see,
okay.
Inside
that, 1 second, please. 1 second. Okay. Do you know that the story you just said earlier is part of the problem we face in Nigeria? People don't want to go extra mile. We always love to run away from the problem. If something like that has happened, there are ways you need to report that case. There in the Nigerian police force, there is a department there that checkmates all these things. They do sack police, they do detain police, but most of us just feel like, no, this is we need to do things this way. We have one way or the other. We've been able to formalize a way that will run our society, which is very bad. This present case now, this Officer Richard case, or what's the name? Do you know that you can actually report that case to the provost, to the Nigerian provost, if they found out that guy really collected that money, he received that money, he's going to be served, he's going to be sacked and go to jail. But we just like to talk about matters and skip that process, the official process of reporting issues. We just want to talk about it and feel like
thank you, Bita.
And nothing will happen.
Nothing corners. I think
we like to run away from our problem, and we leave those problems for people who does not have capacity. That is why we have. If you look at the most intelligent,
my brother, you're saying we need to run away from our problem.
No,
listen. You just heard. Listen, let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you something. If you are wrongfully detained, if you are wrongfully detained in Nigeria, and you say you want to go through the thing, and you know that the police will not release you, right? Unless you want to be a full dogmatic activist like Fela.
No.
Listen, I'm saying if the police want to make your life hell, listen, even them, Fela, listen, even Fela paid for it. Are you getting the point? Fela Nuclear Puti paid for it dearly. He lost his mom in the interim. Are you getting the point? So don't let us, that should be said.
Mr. Richie.
We have people. Listen. When I was in university, let me tell you this. I went to University of Ife. Okay, when we're in university, when we sell Luther container, we don't care for the police. I'm always on the front line. Are you getting the point? And we fought for that. But what happened eventually? They started when they killed one of us. Are you getting the point? Everybody retrieved, and up until now, it was unjust killing because we never went outside the campus.
Do you want me to
They came to us in the campus. So what we're saying is endemically corrupt.
No.
There's no two ways about it.
No, we got to this point because people felt like it is normal to do those things. It is normal to bribe. Mr. Richie.
You're talking about solution now. You're talking about solution, but do you admit? Do you admit first? I know you're bringing solutions. You're bringing solutions, right? But do you want to admit?
Not solution. We are still talking about the problem. During the last time, it was the military era. They don't deal with. They have their own thing, their own way of doing things. There is a democracy. You get. It was the military.
Democracy, man.
Hold on. It was the military that dealt. It was the military that dealt with Fela.
If you ask me now, I prefer military regime than the fucking stupid politician who are punishing people.
Mr. Richie, I can tell you as a fact that not 5 police officers were sacked this year in the Nigerian police force, because some people have taken up the mantle like, we need to report this case, and they were sacked. You've seen people recording police, and that thing goes to social media, probably gets to the right authority in the Nigerian police force, and they sack them. They demote police. Even with them, they don't condone what's it called, discipline. They condone discipline and all this. They have their own way of doing things. But our major just
okay, go on.
When I told you, you talk
I want to say something.
I pray Nigeria will not happen to you. Honestly,
let us move on. Let us move on to the
MBTA.
Let us move on.
No, it's a good topic. It's a good topic.
Yeah. What I think is that let us move on to the solutions.
What you recommend?
How can we change this in the public?
Fighting, which is okay, but I want us to acknowledge the fact that the system is badly corrupted. That's what I'm saying.
Now let us acknowledge that. Now let us move on how. What are the solutions? What are the solutions?
Let me tell you one of the major solutions. You see, in the UK, when you are arrested in the UK, they do, and you get to the station, they do a total profile of you, from your fingerprint and every goddamn thing. And so if you have previous records of other crimes, they can access them almost immediately. And so we have the control system in the UK whereby anybody that has been fingerprinted before, you can get those details all over the place. See, the police are working in a very mysterious manner in Nigeria, and we need to give them kudos for all they have done, because it is not easy policing this kind of Nigerians without the datas. Until the police station, we begin to see it like in a similar way like the banks. You know, when you visit the banks, you see the ambience, you see all the necessary tools for the staffs to work and to answer the customers and everything. But go to an average Nigerian police station, there are no tools for them. And you see how people are being detained without proper investigation, even just on malice alone. You can see what happened to VDM, just an example. So with the right tools, the police do not even have the right tools to function properly. They don't have the right tools. The criminals are just being taken, or suspects are just being taken on the surface area. Nobody even know whether this suspect has committed a crime in another state and is down here in Nigeria, in Lagos State. Nobody is talking about that. Anybody can just walk in and they'll be arrested. So, and this police needs to figure out these things. It's just like looking for a pin in a hair. You can't figure the trauma this police goes through trying to do their job, especially when they are trying to do some of this investigation on people who are not even on database. First thing is to have our database sorted out. When we have our database sorted out, so we can know who is who. Once you visit a station or you visit anywhere, everybody can quickly know that, okay, this man, he has been arrested. In the UK, police, they don't even need to meet you. When your vehicle is being stopped, they can profile you almost immediately before they meet you. They know if this guy has been involved in a violent crime before. They know how to handle those situations.
That's
so it gives them
insider. I feel okay. You are still talking. Go on. You are still talking.
They don't have enough tools. Believe me, they are not well equipped for the job.
And so I totally agree with you. I also have a solution. Let me drop a solution, please. Let me also drop a solution.
Please let me. Insider, that your assertion is a bit not correct. Please. Sometimes sometimes we need to understand some things before we make some statements. it is not a fact that Nigeria police force does not have the right tools. We have a database in Nigeria. As long as you have an NIN, the police can trace you. The same process and procedure that works, because most of our laws, most of the way we do things in Nigeria is being copied from the UK and some from the
before the police can even investigate you, before they can investigate you,
sorry, you know what you're saying. Maybe you're not exposed. What Insider said.
You don't know what is happening in Nigeria.
Hold on a second. We have some. Listen, we have some infrastructure, but we don't have that system yet in Nigeria. Please. We do not have any system. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Listen, let me explain this for you guys, right? A police will sight your car, right, from afar. All they need is your plate number. And that will give them all your details in front of their dashboard, even your work, even what you do, or the last time of which if you're a criminal, they will see it there. That's how improved technologies are where we live right here. They don't have that yet in Nigeria. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. I like the fact that we always feel we are the same like these people. Now, we are. No, let me just say this. We are like 100 years behind all these advanced countries. 100 years back. Because if you look at most police stations, right? Can you compare a police station in Nigeria to a bank in Nigeria, or you can compare a police station in Nigeria to a secondary school? Then you would understand the level of how Nigerian police is. I'm not shading Nigerian police. We are coming there, but this is endemic to Africa. Look at every African country.
Let me just comment.
Don't let us spread misinformation. Hold on, please. Don't let us spread misinformation. Please, somebody should. Do you know that you can track a car in Nigeria on the FRS?
I'm not saying we don't have. I said we are not.
Okay. MB. How can you compare that? How can you compare that to someone?
Detailed information.
Can the police even know if a car has insurance or not in Nigeria today? By just seeing that vehicle.
Hold on, let me give you a scenario. Listen, let me give you a scenario. I'll give you a scenario. What technologies are? You drive, you just committed a minor offense, right? Which is just maybe a fine. It's not a criminal offense, okay? Maybe you jump traffic or you jump the light, right? And the police there and they stop you. Let me tell you how the database works. Immediately the police run a check on you. It will tell them your last tax report. If you are working, are you getting me? Are you getting this point? And it will tell them whether your level of income, and they will tell you on that spot. They will write you. They will not find you immediately. And now after they got all that information, they will now write you because it's based on percentage of your income. So imagine somebody earning 1 million a year, and the tax and they finding you 2%, right? That's 200,000, something like that. But somebody earning just 150,000, they just ask you to go and pay flipping 1,700. That's how the system engineer. They've gone ahead. What we have in Nigeria is just still scratching the surface.
No, what we have in Nigeria is quite the opposite. Let me tell you about the opposite. Look at subsidy. Hold on. Let me explain subsidy. Let me explain subsidy in context to what Sariti said now. Subsidy is to alleviate a little poverty in Nigeria. Every Nigerian is allocated that subsidy. It means that if you go get 1 liter of fuel at the pump, government are subsidizing it. That is not the price. Now, the rich are getting richer in Nigeria by buying more cars. They chop your own, join their own. They have more subsidy to themselves.
Now you are digressing.
Do you see it now? No, I'm not digressing. I'm just trying to see to show you how flip that thing is. Now, let me tell you about the solution I was talking about. Okay.
Bro, can I come
I want to talk about my own solution.
Can I come in? Can I come in? Just give me a few minutes, please. Due to what Insider is saying, and I believe Insider have good relationship with police officers, and I will support what Insider is saying. The thing is this: have you ever asked police what they are facing in the system? Have you ever kind of like have a conversation with maybe an inspector or a DPO or close to like DC, like having a conversation and letting them tell you what they are facing? Forget about what is outside there, that the police are this budget, blah 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 blah. The truth is this: Nigerian police are poorly funded.
Who told you?
Hold on, please. This is the fact.
That's
They
one of the
are
solution. Thank
poorly
you.
funded. Have you ever been to police barrack? Have you ever seen their ways of life?
Where a police officer with uniform wearing bathroom slippers. Can you imagine?
The offices look like a secondary school. Offices of police officers in advanced country, it looks like a bank.
Let me tell you this. Nigerian police, now then they buy their uniform. Now then they buy their boots. Go and ask them. Almost everything they do, they bring the money out of their pocket. If a police officer mistakenly misplaced his cap, their cap, he will pay dearly for it. Everything. If you want to look good as a police officer, then you must pay. You must use your money to buy a new uniform to look good. Hold on, please. Let me break it down.
That's the beginning of corruption. Thank you, Sam Jojo. That's the beginning of the corruption.
Now, see,
there are budgetary allocation for all these things.
Koja, let me explain.
People are stealing that money.
Koja, let me explain this. I have relationship with police. That is just the truth. I have good relationship with the police. Now, the problem they are facing, think about it. How much is their salary? How much is their salary? When was the last time their salary was increased? When last?
Sam Jojo, what do you think the solutions are?
See. Let me speak. Then I will bring a little bit of solution. We once had a solution for them, but solution when we came up with this resolution of NSAS and the demand we want them to do for the police. Who sabotaged?
They ended SARS. They ended SARS.
Yeah, the
They ended SARS.
Oh,
they ended it. They didn't sabotage. They ended it now. That was what the people clamored for, and they ended it.
Yeah, and whatever we were doing is for them. It's just demand attack. Am I part of the show my favor many? Is it not for their own? Is it not for their own? I had a conversation where a police officer was telling me what he did during the NSAS. Confirmation. How many people he shot down during the NSAS when they wanted to burn one particular police station down. But the thing is this, let's call a spade a spade. These people are poorly funded. They have all the skills. Nigerian police will send, instead of them to send about 50 police or 100 policemen to go for a training abroad, they will send only two. The rest of the money, somebody have taken the money. Their promotional exam, do you know what they go through for their promotional exam? Do you know what they go through? The current Ogato Pantinsi is a PhD holder. They are Ogat Panti. Do you know what he went through? So policing Nigeria, we have a lot. Don't compare Nigeria to any country. Don't even our policing. Don't even compare them to Ghana. Let us face our problem and try to solve it. They are poorly funded. I'll give you.
We are better than Ghana. Nigeria is better than Ghana.
Hold on.
Nigeria is better than Ghana.
Hold on. You are spreading misinformation.
Hold on now.
You are spreading misinformation.
Compare Nigeria with Egypt or South Africa.
Oh, now you are not getting my point. What I'm saying is this: don't compare our police to any country. Let us face our policing. Do you understand? Let me give you an instance now. Let me break it down for you. In Nigeria, in Southwest, the only station that does a phone forensic, the only station that does phone forensic is Alagbon. Ní gbogbo Southwest, anything bá ṣẹlẹ̀ tó fẹ́ ṣe kìnnìkan forensic is Alagbon. Another one tó wà superior sí Alagbon, Enugu State ló wà, Enugu. Maybe they want to do a digital analysis about something, they will send it to Enugu.
But once they do it, Abi.
Now, but wait. The equipment. Hold on now. Hold on. Let me explain now. Hold on. Let me speak now. Let me speak now.
Anyways, I have my own solution. Oh, please allow. Okay, Sam Jojo.
Hold on. Now, the other one, Enugu Lowa. But do you know the bad part of it is this? How many experts does Nigerian police have? How many experts? When they are meant to have about 200 police officers or 500 or 1,000 police officers doing these things. All the man need you 20 law. 10 years available, and these are the facts. These are the facts. There was this case. A family went to
assumption she knew. What you just said, assumption knew.
They killed their son. This Baba was now looking for justice. He went to the police station. They now transferred them to Panti. When they transferred these people to Panti, the police officer was now saying that okay, and to they have an insight anyway. They now wanted to track those people. They now wanted to track them. Do you understand? Can you mute? Big Larry, mute please. Big Larry, mute. Now, they now wanted to track these people. They demanded money. Emerson would track him. The man said, hold on. The man now said, we don't have money. We don't have money to give you for tracking. But as they go back to our village, so whoever involved, they will come out themselves. The officer was telling me 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, those people, both the husband and wife, they had an argument. The husband went to go and report the wife at one particular police station in Ilorin. The wife went to go and report the husband at a different location. They detained the woman. They detained the husband at the other police station. They went to go and report themselves. They now transfer. The officer was telling me that was when he realized, say, Juju day. Oh, this one is not capping. Say, Juju, both of them. The man just said, low. But imagine if they had actually paid police officer, okay, 200,000 abi. Oh yeah, police will still do their job. They will still do their job. But they felt like, okay, am I worried? We will do it our other way. But it still help the police. But what I'm trying to bring in is this: we are poorly funded. Now, even that forensic that they are doing in Alagbon, they are expert in it. Go and ask. If they are not around, let me tell you something. If they are not around, data analysis. See,
Sammy Jojo, because you've gone to Alagbon, just in case, does not mean that you know how police or architecture work.
Don't say I am in Nigeria. Don't say I know this architecture. I'm speaking.
Engineer just defending something that's not defendable. I don't understand.
I am not defending. You guys need to allow me.
God, me. Hold
on, please.
I am in Nigeria. Okay,
you are also in Nigeria.
You are not in Nigeria.
Let me talk.
You can't be in Nigeria and be saying all this.
Let me talk.
Allow me in Nigeria. Then you don't know the police. You don't know them.
Essay, before you go, let me give my own little contribution, please. You can't give your opinion
in this thing. You are not a Nigerian.
Wait, Sammy Jojo, wait now.
Please.
Am I not an African, or I don't know what is happening?
Police force we are talking about.
Wait now, Essay, wait. You don't know what I'm trying to say. Don't say you are not. We are all African. We are all Africans. We know how system work.
No.
Nigeria own is even
better.
Wait
now, let me give my own now.
Please let
Nigeria is better. Nigeria police is better.
Please.
Wait, let's not argue over this, please. Let me give my own opinion, please. My own opinion on this matter is that some of our police, some of our brothers who are in this police uniform, they are not qualified to be there. Some of our CPOs or police commissioners, some of them are not qualified. It's because they were appointed by the politicians, by the big men.
No.
That's why whatever. Wait.
Nobody appoints.
No. They appoint some of them.
Talk about your country.
Some of them are appointed police positions. Wait, now I say some of them. Even some of them, if their uncle is a big police.
Yes.
Wait, now don't leave this one. I'm saying the fact here. Because if you are appointed, you will not talk. Anything they do to you, you will not talk because you are favored to be there. Even like if your uncle is a big officer, police officer, they will put you in some of these positions. You are not qualified to be there. So if that your uncle is embezzling your own money, your own salary that is coming, your own benefit, you will not talk. So this is just the truth. Because if you know you are qualified for any job, and you are not getting the benefit you're supposed to get, you can protest. So why are police officers not protesting? Why are we not seeing any, like in Africa especially, you can never see police officers protesting because of they are not getting their salaries, appropriately. They are not doing it because some of them are not qualified.
Thank you.
Some of them are not qualified.
Good morning, all. Good morning.
They are not qualified to be there.
Let's just hold on 1 second.
So if as a police officer, you think you can buy your uniform for yourself, you can buy your shoe for yourself, it means you are not qualified. Because you know that the police officer, the government is supposed to provide you everything. Let me finish now. Let me finish. Wait, let me finish. Let me finish. Wait, let me finish.
No.
Wait now.
No.
Wait, let me finish my own opinion now.
No, you're not finishing anything.
Wait, let me say something, please.
We are talking about Nigerian. You cannot say
what happened in
Nigeria. We are not in Nigeria.
Wait.
No.
I will drop your way. It's not your platform. Don't tell me what to say now. Let me say my opinion. Just finish.
Mr. Maybe we can finish.
You are not.
What is all this? You guys are.
Let her finish so we can address it. Mr. Donald, please. Mr. Donald, let her finish.
Let me say something again.
So we can address it.
No.
Wait.
We are talking about your country.
Wait now.
We cannot tell you what goes on in India.
I'm not talking about police officer in Nigeria. I say as a police officer in Africa as a whole is the same thing. Please let me say something. I don't want to disrespect you.
We are talking about Nigeria. We only talk about what we know.
I don't want to disrespect you. Please let me finish my own submission. This is a platform for everybody. Can I finish my submission?
Mr. Gona, let her finish. She's just talking in general. She's not referring to Nigeria. She's referring to Nigeria. Let her finish, please. Go ahead, sir.
Mr. Richie, for example, if you have been employed, like for example, as a cleaner, and you brought your cleaning certificate or any certificates in that company, you know that company has to provide you everything you need, right? You can never buy anything by yourself. Even if you buy it, they'll come and refund you, right? So as a police officer, if you know you are qualified to be in that uniform, you cannot buy anything on your own for yourself, like to do your work. Nobody has to bribe you to do your work. You have to ask your boss who employ you to give you what you need. And if your boss is not doing these things, I swear to God, you have right to protest. We should be telling our brothers in that uniform, if you know you are qualified to be there and you are not getting your funds appropriately, protest. But we should not be telling them it is normal, they are not before. If they are not, we know that they are not really properly funded, let them protest, let them speak for themselves. They have to speak up. Because in this overseas we are living, we see police officers have all the power, even more than judiciary, even more than president. Police officers has to be treated properly. So
especially if you live in a police country, yes.
If they are here listening to us, it is not normal that you are suffering as a police officer. You have right to protest to get what you deserve.
But
thank you.
Sasso, thank you. Sasso, you know what is happening? Just to answer your question very quickly. Very quickly. Please, Sasso, you know what the guys here are saying, that it's not the same in every country. Let me let you know this. There's so many graduates in Nigeria who are fit to become a policeman. It's a survivor market. The production of graduates in Nigeria is getting saturated. Unemployed graduates. Are you getting the point? So it's not that they're not qualified. But when you talk about favoritism and nepotism, that is true. Are you getting the point? Now, to answer your question about would they protest? Power corrupt.
I believe there's something wrong with which is this thing. Let me go back to Insider and Sammy Jojo.
Can I say something?
No, Mr. Akoni, just hold on. Let me finish, please. Oh, Sammy Jojo, you need to understand that Nigerian problem is not just the police. The corruption in Nigeria is not just with the police. Corruption is everywhere. Secondly, I will say it again. With the little budgetary allocation the Nigerian police has, they still have departments that are running. They have departments that are running very fine. Oh, when it comes to database, Nigeria has that. You need to do your findings. We have database.
That database of a thing. See, you can't argue that database of a thing. Do you know the fact is this? As we speak now, do you know the population of Nigeria as we speak now? That you are saying Nigeria has a database.
Hold on. Listen,
no, let's face reality.
We have a database. We are over 200 million.
We have a database.
We have over 200 million.
What is the population of Nigeria as we speak?
We do census.
We have a database.
Census cannot be every year. They are going to do another census.
See. Okay, now census cannot be every year.
Allow me to talk now.
Hold on.
Can we say something?
Every day.
They will register
every day. You say we have a database. What are you saying about we have a database?
Can I say something, please?
You don't understand what they call database? Forget that side. Like,
lọ́gbẹ́ mọ́tò ẹ̀ kò fi sáré ní ibi aláwùsá yẹn kò sáré bí àwọn onímú lẹ́tà wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Alausa. Oh yeah, go to Abeokuta, go to Ibadan, go to Oyo, go to Osun.
I'm telling you there is a database.
I'm telling you, see, let me tell you something.
I'm not trying to compare.
You are talking about database.
I'm not trying to compare.
I drove a car for over 6 months, no plate number. Talk about that, okay, don't worry.
Compare. You are even breaking the law. You are breaking the law, and you are happy to say.
And you are saying we have a database. Should be any database ni mo break the law. Ti mo break the law for 6 months. Tí o sì nǹkan kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Abi?
Can I say something, please?
Carry on.
Can I say something, please? So I'm just gonna make it very, very short. Like what they are saying that we don't have a database. We have a database. But the problem is that our leaders know that the database is gonna be against them. That's why they don't put it in. We have database. We have database. A lot of time. Drive a car that maybe.
Can I support what you said now?
Let me give you an example.
Our leaders
let me give you an example.
And they stop.
Allow you to talk. You had like 10 minutes to talk.
The reason why I'm saying that is that database is not going to be to their own favor, because when we are talking about database, that means we are talking about accountability, in which they don't want. These people don't want accountability. They want to do whatever they like. So a lot of time you see somebody have a car and they will tell you that car, the plate number, all this money. How do they know that they owe money? We have a database. We have it. But the problem is that the database is being sabotaged. The reason why they are doing that is that, okay, for example, I noticed the one thing. I personally, I live in US. But the one thing, anytime I come to Nigeria, I always notice that, okay, this car, maybe somebody drove this car, maybe he ran a red light or something, he got almost 120,000 on the plate number. Do you know that if you see a policeman, they're ready to take like 50,000 from you and clear everything on that plate number without anybody asking them. So we have a database, but the problem is that they know the database, if the database is being accountable for, it's not going to be to their favor. Another thing I want to talk about, they're talking about why is it that the police is not protesting. The reason why they don't protest is like, look at when they are doing NSAS. The police knows that at the end of the day, everything is going to be to their favor. But the problem is that police don't play with their bribe. That's why you see on the top. That's the only thing they gave to them. As long as we allow you to take your bribe. You understand what I mean? Because the police will be on the streets. They will be by the street there. Before you know, they can make their salary while they are at a junction per day. They can make their salary. So what are we talking about?
Salary, over self.
So if somebody can make over their salary at a point, so do you now think that they will now be fighting that, okay, let me give you an example. There's a lot of job in Nigeria that you are doing. The salary they are paying you is not good. But all this tip on the side is really more than your salary. So if your boss now come one day and say, okay, I want to fire you, do you think you're not thinking about the salary? You're thinking about all the tip that you're gonna miss. So that's where the problem is, because the leaders know that these people, the money they allocated to them, we have embezzled it. So let's give them a way to make money. That's the way it plays. As the money is coming, okay, they give money to the police, buy this clothes for them, buy them shoe, let them have this, let them have all this necessary equipment to be able to function as a police. Somebody has already embezzled half of that money. So now, in order for them not to talk, what are they going to say? Oh, they didn't send the money. They sent the money, but the money has already been embezzled. That's Nigeria for you. And this thing has been going on, and nobody want to check. And the way, even sometimes, I'm ashamed that we have this is not what they call police. If you look at the way they are even functioning.
Mr. I'm not saying, thank you very much.
Let me round up. I'll round up now. I'm not saying our police is very good when they really want to work. When somebody is on their neck, let's say, I'm just giving an example. Let's say something happened to our president, and the president was saying, what's going on? The police, go and find out this. Definitely they will do their job. But the problem is that if that thing did not concern them, or is not concern somebody is in power, they will never function the way they're supposed to function. So how can the police tell me that because they want to go and do investigation, I need to give them money? I live in US here. A lot of time, if my car breaks down, I will call police. Police will come. There was a day I ran out of gas. Police came. He took a keg. He went to gas station to go and get gas for me and bring it for me. That's how police supposed to be functioning. It's not like anything have to be money. No, they need to protect us. But they have it in mind that they need to make money from us, which is not right. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. That's a nice one. Let me just, in addition to what you just said, people need to understand that some of these police officers that you see, we've got seasonal police officers. And if you take a look at some of our officers in Nigeria, if you look at the kind of training they've done, the kind of crime they've been able to solve, the kind of department they had. At least if you look at the likes of Frank Uba, Odumosu, this guy, what's his name again? Some of them like that. They are seasonal police officers that have gone all over the world to attain training that is obtainable everywhere in the world. We have the Interpol department in Nigeria. We've got so many things, but the problem seems to be that the corruption in Nigeria, corruption is everywhere in Nigeria, every section, and people are happy about that corruption. That is the fact. People are happy with the corrupt system because it's everybody that is making that corrupt money. The little resources that we have in that part of the world that we need to use to run the country, if we use it judiciously, if people are not corrupt, we'll be competing with any other society in the world.
But it is just corruption that is letting us down. Nigerian police have a budget for Nigerian the Nigerian police force uniform. They have shoes, everything, the kits. They are meant to have 3 kits, but it is one oga that is siphoning that money. Embezzlement. Those are the problem. Oga will see money at the top, the other ones will collect money from you to do your case. They have a budget for movement of their cars, like to go and arrest, to go and do so many cases. They have the money. Nigerian police force, they've got the naval department. They even have.
Sorry, can I just come in? Let me ask you this question. Can I ask you this question real quick? Anytime somebody comes to them like, okay, there's a problem that they need to investigate someone, they need to go somewhere. Do you know that they have a record that they will write it that, oh, we went to this social location to do this?
Yes.
You understand what I mean?
Yes.
So they will write it. That means the money they are collecting is going straight to their pocket because they have been given maybe the guys
to fund that job.
But the problem is that the problem is that they're looking for any opportunity to make money. Because it's just like you are calling me to come and do my job. Now I'm telling you, oh, this job I'm doing, we don't have a gas. They have gas in their car. But the problem is that they know that if they tell you that they don't have a gas, you will give them money, and that money will not look like a bribe to them. It will look like you are giving us money.
It is not just the police. That is the reality. It is even the private companies.
Okay, let me give you this example. There was most time I come to Nigeria, I don't want to drive, and this time around I was like, okay, no. Anytime I come to Nigeria, I don't like people to know everywhere I'm going. I need to drive myself. So I said I need a driver's license. So the process is you have to go to driving school. I've been driving here for like almost 10 years. Why did I need to go to driving school? But the only thing is, at least even if I don't go to driving school, even if I'm not going to stay long in driving school, I'm supposed to go to driving school. It's the driving school that will approve me that, oh, he knows how to drive. You know what I mean? But this what I noticed is that, oh, you don't need to go to driving school. Before you know, they have to go and get, you understand? I look at the process. And the process, I won't lie to you, I was really pissed. I won't lie to you. Because I noticed that they went together, what's it called? Because, like, I was asking them, like, hold on, yeah. I thought maybe they would tell me, okay, you need to go to drive. They say, oh, no, you don't have to do that. They brought the certificate or whatever. But I know I can drive, of course. But to my own surprise was that I met some people, they be on this process for almost 5-6 months. They have not even been able to capture. Listen, they were not able to capture. Do you know that on that day I was there and I was doing as if there's something about me within me. I know to my own surprise was that. Hold on, within me, I don't have that power to hold them accountable. But I saw what they call that corruption, because this is what they did. If you go online and pay your whatever you need to pay and do your stuff by yourself, they will slow down. That means you did it online, they will always tell you anytime you go to local government anywhere they are doing it, they will tell you the internet is down, this is that. Do you know that day they call us to come and to be captured? I went there. We were there for morning till like almost 4 o'clock. You know, most of the local government closed by 4 o'clock, right? So by 4 o'clock, they were telling me, oh, you have to wait. Don't worry, wait. Do you know what these people were doing? They want everybody to leave. And anybody, like, when you get to local government, you need to tell them, oh, I'm from this so person. They will tell you, go sit down. Wait. So they have their people standing. Do you know that when I got to where they call the capture room, I was marveled, because they have almost 40 chairs and it was empty. Nobody was there. And do you know that they have to tell me to go back towards the back side to come in? I will tell you, this capture did not take 10 minutes. Hello? It did not take 10 minutes. And from morning to night, they'll be telling people the internet is down. And they'll be telling them almost every day. And at that point, At that point, I look at it. Why is it so difficult for people to have a license? License is a right. What's your problem with it? Now you want to sabotage them because you expected them to bring the money to you. Let's say they ask them to pay 20,000. You want to charge them like 40,000. You know what I mean? Since they did not bring it to you, they did it online. Now they have to pay. They have to pay for them being. You know that doing it by themselves. Now they need to pay for it. Now you have to delay those things till like almost 5-6 months before they can get captured. Which is, in fact, I won't lie to you, I was pissed off. But maybe because it's not time. But I personally, but Nigeria is not a place that I was interested. Like, I wanted to be going to all these government parastatals. I just go there as if I need a service, and I want to see what they're gonna do. And I will go as under G. But if you go as under G, what does it? Okay, I've seen it in Ghana. You see, somebody will go to. I mean, there was a time president went as a I don't know, maybe it's one of the people in the post. He have to pretend as if like a just normal person. He went there, they didn't do what they're supposed to do. Okay, if you do it, who is gonna take it up? You know what I mean? Because I won't lie to you, I saw a corruption at the highest level in Nigeria, and there's something about Nigeria. If we don't kill corruption is gonna kill that country.
Yes,
let me hand up with this. I have an opportunity to go to South Africa. In South Africa, they have, do you know, like all this bank credit card. I'm talking about American Express card that they will give you no limit. You can spend any amount. Do you know the reason why South Africa was able to get that? Because South Africa have database. You understand?
We have database.
Yes, I will know. This is what I'm saying. If our database is transparent, no, I'm not saying we don't have it. We have it, but it's not transparent. Another thing is that the reason why they don't want that the database to be transparent so that they can use it to rig election. That one has been there. They do it every year.
If we are talking about problem, let us talk about the real problem, not making excuses.
No.
Echo is coming from your side, please. Let me just explain something, please. Let me explain. See, the truth is that most people working in Nigeria, we don't seem to, if there's an opening. Can you mute, please? If there's an opening, there's this job description, what you are meant to do. But in Nigeria, once they employ you, if everybody working in Nigeria seems to work according to their what they are meant to do, Nigeria will be very okay. Firstly, people tend to just want to say that Nigeria is corrupt, but every section of that country, we've made it look like you need to delay people. Somebody needs to pay you before getting the job done. Nigeria is being run by corrupt money. Either you like it or not, Nigeria is being run by corrupt money. There are just few people, probably with the fear of God or they are pan-Nigerian, that don't take bribe. Everywhere, even in institutions, schools, primary school, secondary school, you see teachers leaving their duty to go to market to sell. You see gateman collecting maybe 50 naira or 100 naira from students to let them out of school. You get, if you go to the civil service, before they pass your document or before you do anything, they will make sure they delay you to 6 months, like you said earlier, just to collect bribe to expedite the process, your own process, in order to get some stuff done. We've seen so many things. It is the same thing that is happening to the police. Nigerian police normally have what it takes to solve any murder. Most crime. They have the departments, they have the capacity, they have everything. But it is still this corruption that makes the institution ineffective, because they will tend to like, wait, you need to pay before we render this service. It is not like that. People need to understand that we need to take out corruption in order for things to work. What really brings us together is because of justice for Mohbad. Everybody knows that. Okay, this justice for Mohbad, it is due to corruption. Because if police are meant to do their job, we won't be here today arguing about these things. We won't be here. Police does forensic. Police does everything. There's this case that happened in Enugu probably like 2 weeks ago that the guy ran away. They apprehended him now. So there are lots of things happening in the country that we just talk down. But we tend to preach that I am holy. But every part of our body, every part of what we do, our daily this thing is based on corruption. It's based on corruption. That is why we are here. The only thing we need to do to come out of this thing is just to tell ourselves the truth, not to oppress each other, live normal life. So many things in that country. If you look at it, if you look at Nigeria very well, there is no technology in the world. It doesn't even take up to a year that you find it in Nigeria. There is nothing. It's oil and gas. Now, Dangote refinery, the technology is the first. Singular module. So many things. Akpo, this ion dye, this thing. So many things like that. But we are not just serious when it comes to corruption. We don't tell ourselves the truth. Corruption is the problem. It's not like it is only the police that is corrupt. It is society. If you don't change it, government will keep on spending their scarce resources. It's not like I'm supporting the police, but they will keep spending their scarce resources, and people will keep stealing those resources, and we'll still find ourselves where we are. That is the truth. If you are breaking the law, you are happy breaking that law, and you are coming up here to tell me that police are not doing their job. Even in the Western world, people break law. You can break that law for 9 years. One day they will catch you.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Sorry for cutting you off, Eso. Good morning, Pa. Good morning, papariano. Good morning, everyone. I've been here for an hour now, listening to everything you guys have been saying. So my contribution to this issue of corruption and everything in Nigeria, I think at first, we should not even go for the police, right? At first, like you said, the last thing you said, the community, every one of us in one way or the other is being corrupt. And now, how has that corruption grow up to this extent? I will firstly say poverty. You see, there's what they call tragedy. The governments are using tragedy on us, with the public. There's the way they do things for them to be able to put us in an order, to control us, and every one of us, we have to accept it. The issue, the number one problem, right, is poverty. When some certain people see their fellow human being as God, do you understand? That is number one issue. When you see when you look at the abroad, other countries, you see every one of them, they feel like even if you have money than me, or even if you are living a better life than me, I can afford anything I want to afford. I won't see you as a god. I won't see you and start screaming and all of that. You understand? The government made it easy for every one of them. Everyone have entitlements. Everyone can live their life. But you see, Nigeria as a country, the government they've discovered that if everyone is able to live their life, to avoid the normal things they need to avoid, avoid. Do you understand? The corruption is going to be hard. It's going to be hard to take place. But they've seen it in that way that if some set of people or majority of us are suffering, we find it hard to get to our means, then we'll be easily corrupt. Do you understand? That is number one problem. So police is just a case study. Not only police, every organization, there's the way they play this corrupt thing. Because if you and I are rich to some extent, I can get anything I want. It will be hard for you to tell me that please, I want you to make my son pass the examination. I'll be like, what is that thing you want to give me? How much is that money you are wanting to give me when I can afford anything I want? Everything I want, maybe hospital bills, house rent, everything I can afford. So what is that money you think you can give me? But the government has put it in that position whereby even you as a person, you will find it hard to cover your bills. So tell me how you will not be corrupt when you see an opportunity given to you when you are in a position and they tell you that, okay, I'm going to give you 1 million, just let my son go free. You start thinking there are things you need to do. There are things you've not covered. Your children are yet to do this. You will not have any option to take that to take that bribe. That is how the government played this tragedy on us. So the number one issue from the beginning is poverty. The government has read everything and find out that if majority of the public are getting it hard or finding it hard to meet their needs, it will be easy for them to be corrupt. It will be easy for them to be bribed, such as the police. These police we are talking about, they are human beings like us. They are just like you and I. They are human beings. They have family. They have bills. They have responsibility. Do you understand? So at some point, if they can't meet their needs, we expect them that they don't need to take bribe. But in some situation, they don't have choice. It's not that they are willing, and that is why the people used to say many are called, few are choosing. Like some of you have said earlier, they said it's not all the police that are bad, isn't it? You see, those ones that are good, it's because they easily can meet their needs, or they have upper hands, or they have someone that is helping them to meet their. If you find yourself in a position where you can't meet your needs, I swear it will be hard for you to reject a bribe. It will be very hard, no matter how disciplined you are. If you find yourself in a situation whereby you can't meet your needs, for instance, a policeman that his wife is in labor, or a policeman that his wife is sick, or his children are very sick and they need some certain amount of money, and he's finding out to raise that money even as a policeman, and he got himself in a situation whereby he arrested a criminal, or is in charge of a criminal case, and the person is offering that bribe without anybody involving. Do you think he's going to reject that bribe? It is the situation we find ourselves in that is making us live in this corrupt mind and corrupt situation. And now, who laid that situation to us? It is the government. That is where the problem is coming from. You see, every organization, there's always a leader. If your leader is being controlled by the government, by another organization or another leader, definitely that organization, every one of you, we have to obey to that corrupt leader. For instance, in a police station, a DPO is always following an order given to him, maybe by a minister or by a president or by a governor. Imagine people under that DPO. They will always want to abide to the words and rules the DPO is giving to them. So if the DPO is corrupt, right, do you expect just a normal police that doesn't even have rank under that same DPO to not be taking bribe or to follow or to stand on his own and say, if anyone is to bribe me, I won't take it. I will stand on the good part.
Mr. Ben.
Yeah.
Interject you. Just need to put this so that you might talk about it. See, it is not compulsory to get a bribe, to take bribe. You can actually stand your ground and nothing will happen.
Try to get me understand. I'm not trying to say it is compulsory you take bribe, but I'm trying to tell you in some situation whereby I gave an instance now. In some situation whereby you can't meet your needs, You can't. There's some needs as a family. All these police, they are like us now. They have family. They have parents. They have mothers and fathers. They have children and sisters.
Let me just say this: we are all product of that society. You get, and I believe we are victim. We, probably my generation. I don't know how old you are. Your generation, or Nigeria happens to everybody. We are all victim of the circumstance. Why?
Yes, exactly. So what makes us the victim? It is what the government lay down. It is the government.
See, the reality on ground is that at a point in our life, that generation did not take Nigeria seriously. They didn't make the right decision for the unborn generation. That is why we're in this mess. If you look at the current government, the people in politics today, the next generation self, if you look at them, let me take, for example, the number one citizen of Nigeria, Tinubu. We all know the story. He never came from a big, rich background. We even heard he was adopted by probably the Tinubus. You get it? At a point, their generation, most of them got scholarship. Most of these politicians you see today that you feel that they are wicked, because some of them, their parents were wretched, but they were able to go to school. You get it? They were able to go to school. They ate breakfast, lunch in school. So there was no much tension in the society then. But I will also ascribe this thing to government, because at the point in our life, they were supposed to regulate the economy, childbirth, giving birth, the policy and every other stuff. People need to take responsibility. We can't just come online today or be accusing this thing, one person or the other. If you look at our society right about now in Nigeria, it is only miracle that will put that country in the right place. The generation that are meant to fight, any sensible society at the age of 17, that is when you have power. You have power. You have power. You have the energy to work from like 17 to like 30, 35. You've worked. You've worked. You have done your part. You have played your part in making that society. But that age in Nigeria now, probably they spent that age like 20, 25 years of their life in smoking, in walking about, sitting around corners, early morning, majority of our youths now are on drugs. The females, either they are doing drugs too, or they are into prostitution. We don't even have people that are willing to work. Somebody will leave Osun State, somebody will leave Ibadan, farmland, come to Lagos, stay on that bridge, thinking that one day it's going to be like MC Oluomo, because MC Oluomo made it through that process. Well, I could remember cowbell competition, shell, all those shell competition then that people will go. Those are the things in vogue. But the kind of role models that we have today are people that will be swearing for people online. Salo, DJ Chicken, those are our celebrity today. And we feel that something is not wrong with the society. We only just point fingers. People need to sit together. It is not about coming online every day arguing. People just want to argue. You argue. You have left that place for people who does not even have capacity. But you like to come online every day to talk, to even bring things, make excuse. At the end of the day, you go and sleep. People like MC Oluomo will control you at the end of the day. So it is just so unfortunate that we find ourselves in this mess. But people need to come together to talk about these things in order to know how to fix that country. for the
I got your point, right? I got your point. I told you that the main problem now is the government. Look at another instance. Look at when we wanted to end NSAS. Before the coming together of ending NSAS, you see what you would have heard a lot of the disadvantage of NSAS before the coming together to end it. They have done a lot of damages to the Nigerian society, to the Nigerian youth, to the people of Nigerian. NSAS then, they've killed a lot of innocent people. They've gone to houses. It just like robbery on uniform. They will break people's door, take your belongings, take your phone, every money in your account. They're going to transfer it to their own. And at the end of it, if you drag with them, if you stand on one with them, they can shoot you and you will die. A lot of people have been killed like that during NSAS. So now, look at the energy that came after during NSAS. They've done those things several times. They've killed a lot of innocent people. Parents have cried in pains. Then at some point, people started coming online on social media to talk about it. Is this how we're going to keep is this how we're going to stay quiet? These people, NSAS, killing our youth. Anybody that dressed this fashion dress, there's the way you're going to dress. They will just count you as a Yahoo boy. They will stop you, harass you. They will start slapping you even before they start seeing evidence. They will start harassing people. Then people started talking about it on social media. Is this how we're going to keep quiet? Is this how they are going to continue treating us and all of that? Then some people started forming a group. Let's pick a date. Let's all come outside. Let's come and stop this NSAS. In fact, let's end anything called NSAS. Then at some point, people started coming together to come and talk about it. It didn't happen a day. NSAS didn't happen a day because I was following the case then. On social media, there is this particular person. I think that person is kind of a celebrity. The person has followers then. So the person also uses his influence to participate and say, yes, let's come together, let's pick a day, let's do this and let's do that.
I'm trying to remember this guy's name, this short guy. I know he was the first person shouting NSAS, one short guy like that. Trying to remember his name.
You see, there are a lot of people then. They came together, they used their influence. Now, the point is, when people now come together, even the celebrities that are not even affected. Like I said earlier, that this you see the way government used to hold us is poverty. Because majority are poor, only few are living large. And you see, when those the few among the few ones, no matter how bad or no matter how wrong the country is going, they will feel less concerned. But you see that NSAS, when it got to a point, even the people that it is not affecting, they had to join. Do you know why? Because if they at that point, if they did not join, the coming together of the majority, that's the poor masses, the coming together of them, seeing the few of them not joining, they will come after NSAS. They will come for them, and it will affect them. So in that sense, the people that is not even affecting, they have to join the majority that is affecting. I will give list to. I will give example. For instance, when we started NSAS, majority of the celebrity, they didn't even get involved because it's not affecting them. You don't expect NSAS to go to a celebrity house to say you are Yahoo and all of that. I don't know if you are getting my point. Only the majority people, the poor masses, they bust their house. But when the majority come together to say they want to NSAS,
sorry.
You see,
were you talking about Shegun Saga Link? Was this
Shegun Saga is part of the people that use his influence. They are not only him, there are more people like that. They use their influence then, but I didn't record their name. Do you understand? So these few people that are not even affected, NSAS did not even come to them. At some point, they need to join the majority. Do you know why? They felt like if they should stay on their own and say, but your it didn't affect me, so why should I join them? At the end of it, when we finish NSAS, we will come after them. So therefore, they had no choice than to come and join the majority. These are example. What is this guy called? Okay, let me start with Davido. Is easy said. Davido, this guy that used to act skits. Look over boy. I've forgotten this man's name.
This your bad guy.
Yeah, he's a Yoruba man. He do ask it with ladies. Ladies that have big bum. What is his name?
Mr. Macaroni.
Mr. God bless you, Mr. Macaroni, and so many more of skit makers like that. When EndSARS started from the beginning, they didn't even involve themselves. But at some point, when they see that the majority have come together, they have to come and join them. There's a reason why they join. It's like Yoruba man ni tó bá taba ara ale ataba oko, you understand? I don't know if you understand that adage. So they felt like tí ìbá dá sí on bá wa mú ọ̀rọ̀ mi sọ́wọ́. Do you understand?
Bros, 1 second. Even that your narrative, I'm not saying element of truth is not there, but there's one thing people fail to put into consideration in Nigeria. See, due to the corrupt system, so many things that are meant not to happen has happened in Nigeria. Someone has gone to church, doing what's it called, crossover, and pray that God, I beg you in the name of God, please, I need a new car, I need a new house in the year 2026, and the thing happened. The person is not working. Get it? People have gone to
Go on, I'm listening.
People have gone to fast. As a result of bad society that we are, corrupt society. Somebody has gone to fast, probably a Muslim. You understand? And at the end of the day, that year, he was able to build a house and drive that car. Most people felt like it is God that provided that money. They fail to realize that it is that society that is corrupt that brought that money to you. You get, you could have somebody somewhere, maybe in high places. Kabiru, what are you doing now? Oh yeah, come and go and supply this diesel. This is the way you are going to do it. Don't supply it. God, supply half. Do this and that. And at the end of the day, within a year, the person is able to build a house, buy a flashy car, and that. So what is really happening in Nigeria is that it is now like any situation that you find yourself, there is no morality again. You just need to steal. That is what is obtainable now in Nigeria. That is why you see people, even in this justice for Mohbad, that people are crying. They are even accruing money. Somebody will come. Your what you have at the back of your mind is just to steal. You lie.
I say this thing you are saying. I've said it earlier. It is poverty.
It is not poverty. It is not poverty. People have stolen. People have stolen. People have seen people. People have seen people. You get away with things. People have when it comes to the last protest I did was in Ojota now. I can remember. It was hijacked. It was sponsored. But some people that have the genuine intention will do it. You get thinking that you want a better future for your kids and your nation. But the thing is, there are so many people that have different agenda because they've seen people make it in that way. Most of the people following, most of the aides to the governors today, to the people in the Senate, National Assembly, some of them, they got them from writing write-ups, protesting, civil service group. Look at this MPA, the former MPA manager, Adisa Bala. Was it not this thing? He was not in government now. He was never in government. It was because of these keyboard girls, whatever. They called them just to suppress them.
And that is how he was brought into government.
So many people have gone through that route. I could remember 2015. Was it 13 or so? El Rufai was the one that introduced the likes of Omojua, Egghead, Ismail and Co. Where are they today? They were shouting bad government, bad this thing. People saw them, even me. That was the last time I trust anybody in Nigeria. Omojua, the likes of Omojua, they were shouting all over. At the end of the day, he got appointment in Kaduna State. Where is Omojua today? Where are those guys? When you see them speak, you feel your what's this hormone in your body will rise. But where are they today? And that is the problem we are facing. So people have seen that if I could talk bad about the government, what about this guy? This Arise TV guy. Oh, what's his name? Abati. Ruben Abati. We could see how he criticized Jonathan. They gave him appointment till date. He even slept in EFCC. So the thing is, we should not deceive ourselves. Anywhere you find yourself, if you see any person doing bad thing, just do it. Maybe that your little this thing. If people start encouraging themselves to speak out, probably we'll get somewhere. But without that, we will just keep deceiving ourselves. We will keep talking about how rotten the society is, and we will get nowhere. That is the reality on ground. People will just want to talk. But the things has happened. People have seen people make money. Who will fight? Our what was it called? With the student union, NAS. We know how they kill themselves. They don't even do election. They rig election from NAS president. Go and look at the NAS presidents. From probably the last 10 NAS presidents. They are always old people. 40-something years old, 50-something year old. So, Baba, if we keep talking, people just want to talk. Even most of the people that talk here this morning that contributed will also do bad things, including myself. We are used to corrupt system.
Everyone. Like I get your point.
Somebody said on this platform that he was driving a car without this thing, and he's proud to say that.
Yes. You see, the problem is still that majority, right? They find to meet their needs. Why only few of them are able to meet it? If everybody is equal, do you understand? The corruption will reduce. That is the number one strategy the government are using. Go outside. You should see the way they live outside country. You cannot oppress anybody outside. Everyone is okay. Even if you have 20 cars, you cannot oppress a citizen in the UK.
Bros, we are making one mistake. There's nothing like government anywhere. We are the government. Some of these people that you see crying here today, shouting on this platform, some of them are civil servants. Some of the people you meet here online today, some of them are civil servants. Some of the people you meet here, some of them are police officers. Some of the people you meet here, their father or their parents are highly placed in that society. Some of them, they sent some of them abroad with corrupt money. You get? But it is easier to accuse people. It is easier to talk. We don't even practice what we preach.